Check, 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 check. Yes, Christine, I had a boss, you know. See it? Yeah, man, we in business, we in business. Come in. Check, 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 check. Yeah, loop back for me. We have to do that. Check, check, check. Check. Mm-hmm. Boy, people, you know what I'm saying? I go with equipment, you know? I make a go and rock. Go and rock to something. On and I hear the music there. Check, check, check. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna stop that, sir, and just lower out that right there, and just make sure someone can hear one of you. All right. Somebody give me a call. Just make sure it's that part there. Or... Yo, these things, you set them, you put them down, and you come back. And it's a different thing. Different thing, yeah. See how this audio sound. Me not touch it something, you know. Me just leave it. See, it still a come out on one side. We work with it for now. All right. Carla, you hear me good? Eh? But you know, say you nah go over, well, I stay with you because you not talk again. But you see, for some reason, you know, you not go over to the listener. But I may tell you, you know, I quit make them name, you know. Me no trouble something, you know, from the last time, you know. I'ma come back and Ellen Powder House. You understand? Eh? Exactly. Because on the hear the caller, right? Well, I just a check with them. Because I not see your levels are go. I see my levels are go. No, your levels not go. No. Yo! How are you? Check, check, check. Something. Oh, that's the phone. Show your phone this. Carla say, wait. Yo, no, but you're not. Nah. No, you are hear me, you know, but them not hear you. I can't tell you that, say them not hear you, because, you know, say that software. Eh? Where I go? Nah, man, because of the software, yeah, you know. I don't know. You see, and you see it flip it now? Because a while ago, they never hear me. Now, not hear me, now, now, you know. All right, well, I'm just see something else. All right, boy. So it go. You just have a patient, you know. Let me just make sure. Let me see what I go on here, so. Oh, all right. Let me try. No. Here we go. Here we go. All right, say something now, Carla. Let me see something. Still. See the thing, the on the right thing, you know, and no, them not hear you. Ah, boy. Where you calling from? New York, you know, the boom borough, Queens, or Brooklyn? Oh! Well, on. You can't say Queens boring. No, but in truth, though, Brooklyn and Bronx more jiggy than Queens, for true. I know people say, on never did I hear me before, no, I hear the call. People know some I left the thing just do me deal with it the last time and come back, you know, and it's a flip on me, you know. John, no. It don't make sense. You see me? I know, but I'm something you have to be patient more time, you know, you see? And just kind of just be determined, you know? All right, check. Check. Okay. All right. God, I you see if it's a logical thing that cause it not to happen, I can understand, you know. But if it's something that go on in the software, there's no way I can. I just have to try be creative. You understand? All right. All right. You know what? All right. Hang up. Come here for go do something. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. All right. Cool. This will go off for a second. Well, like a minute, and then come back on. Right? Okay. Brace. Yes, Karen, robe and drinking still a go on in a midday. Allow me make me prosper foreign. All right, somebody give me a call. Yo, somebody give me a call. Give me a call. Oh. I guess it would be a good idea for me to put up the number if I wanted to call, right? All right, caller.
Yep.
All right, let me see now. Say, wele.
Willa.
Good. They might hear you now because your levels are good.
Okay, good.
Say, ungaga.
Unganga.
Say, no dirty boy no more than me.
No dirty boy no more than me.
I'm like you. All right, thanks. Yeah.
All right, big up.
Yeah, man, protection. Cool. Oh, come on, man. Hello?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm always doing fine, even when I'm not.
That's good. Anyway, I don't know if somebody first me, but I was doing a call check for you.
Yeah? You're doing a call check for me?
Yeah.
Okay. You ever call any other man and you can do call check for them because I recognize your voice?
Lucky man.
Navlet, wagwan, boo-boo.
No much for there.
Yeah, you come here with bossy voice. Hello, I'm doing a call check for you. All is well. Yeah, man, we're good to go, man. Good to go, man, you know. Finally, you know. You know, so I left the something. I just left the something at work exactly and come back and whatever, and then it just chew off and, you know. Sure.
Man, you thought something when you come on and I realize, man.
No, man, here we are going. You know when software update?
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So, an audio thing, it update. And it's a simple thing, you know. A lot of software companies do it. When the software update, them leave your settings exactly how you did have it. Right? Them not change nothing.
Right.
This update
until you
change, you know, and go back, right? So whatever Microsoft or whatever. So this update and kind of revert to the default. That make any sense?
Yeah.
No, it don't make no sense. Why you go update and then change your settings basically?
Because it's an update.
No, it can't up.
So it's in the auto update.
Right, but what I'm saying is most software companies, they know that when you update your phone software, you notice that your settings in your phone stay the same way?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sometimes. Well, all right, which phone you use? iPhone or Android?
I use a better phone. I use a Galaxy. It's much better than
Well, I guess that's why you always get behind time, because with iPhone, automatically it changes once you do the update. Once you restart your phone, it is there.
No, but what I'm saying is I don't want it to change. So that means the iPhone an idiot phone then.
No. A good phone. It fixes the bugs and the bugs and it do everything, and your phone back up and running.
No, so I don't know about that. When iPhone fix it, just put more bugs in it. You understand? Right?
No, your Galaxy phone is really outdated, and you need to get one new phone that has them to update. You just got it to the update.
So you never notice
it? Get with the program,
all right, hold on. You ever notice it? Look and see. You know, it's a Galaxy woman and a Atta woman and an iPhone woman. Come on now, talk it.
Hell no. Take a census and see what's happening out there, sir.
What? Take a what?
We take a poll, take a census, a poll, and find out who is iPhone and who is Galaxy, and see.
I
Make
see.
the comparison
I
then.
make the.
Yeah, make the yeah.
Why you try to say iPhone
be
woman them
a
and attack
people.
woman and Galaxy woman them?
Oh, you mean?
No,
Straight.
no, that is not the case.
Straight.
That is not the case. We don't know where you get that from. Galaxy woman them thing turn up out of this world.
Hell no.
You get it?
Hell
Galaxy.
no.
Galaxy. Galaxy.
Yeah, they're
See?
out of the world. For real.
Galaxy. Okay.
The way on the out of the world, on the out of this world with updates.
What you mean? What you talk about? Galaxy woman them a Galaxy woman them a it. Them are the hot thing right
On the
now.
out of the world are way beyond time or somewhere else in the galaxy.
You don't even see
Please.
iPhone woman them kind of still upon like, you know, BBM and BlackBerry level, you know. You don't know what this.
Hell no!
Hey, God. Yo, Navi boo. They are juggling, you see me?
All right, babe.
All right, that's a word, man. Me I go to start up myself,
Okay.
you know. All right. So where go on?
All
Long
right.
time I not hear from you. What way you dash me?
No. You know, I'm gonna tell you the truth, say. Since week, I'm not. If I'm lying, I'm gonna. I'm not gonna call them nothing for myself. But I said to someone, I was talking to someone, and they mentioned you. I'm saying, I'm mind, you know, so much to give that dirty man there a call. For a long time, I not hear from him, you know. But me need to. I will call you off the here, sir, and talk to you. Okay.
Please do. We need to catch up.
But I'm.
Okay.
Yes, but I'm great. I'm great.
You sound great, you know.
I said to someone, I was talking to forget that dirty man. Everything great. When they tell us everything great, it's just good.
All right. No, because I listen to you right, you know, and, you know, you sound like your beard and your panty draw full, and, you know, you eat good food and thing, and your foot back smooth and soft, you know.
Yes, what do you ever go do my foot? And them never have to do much. You know, I normally broke up stuff. Nothing like that again.
Oh, my God. I'm
Things
so
are
impressed
gone.
with you. Congratulations on the improvement and thing.
Thank you, sir.
Explain this to me. Karen go do a pedicure, you know, and she did end up a first stay the 3.5 hours and pay the woman extra. What you think go on this one? Karen Harris, yeah.
You see, with Karen now, I think me not say nothing bad about Karen, but me say she beat me. Let me see. She say iPhone don't have bugs or virus. Yes, Karen. Okay, leave Karen alone, please and thank you.
What you mean? She defend iPhone? That's why you gotta defend her?
Yeah, she's an iPhone woman. Yes.
No, but I ask you a question. Karen tell me say she go do a pedicure there, and it you know, it took 3.5 hours. And she'd have to pay the woman extra for the time. She'd have to pay her 3 times now. Someone say, so you do a money too? And she said she never do a money. It's just a petty. So it's just foot we're talking.
Just a petty.
3.5. What occurred there with our foot? Wait, what going on?
You know that you can, sometimes you have to go there, you store the foot. Probably it's a very expensive pedicure she did. She probably had fish swimming around. You know, them have them pedicure the way you have fish swimming around. So she probably did something therapeutic.
Them pedicure with the whole heap of fish them sitting and then you have something off of your foot down. Well, are they? No, me see one video with it for true. So them really have it for true?
Yes.
So you see, I one of them that she go do.
Yes. So I know nothing. I just she have spent money on herself. There's nothing wrong.
Okay,
leave her alone.
No, her foot not too wonderful. We hear, you know, true. She did
No,
man. Remember, she did that. No, man. Remember, she did with one man who used to depend on one farm, you know. Well, not really a man, but you know, whatever.
Bully.
Yeah, bully. And things. So, true, you know, the rough terrain and all these things and whatever. Yeah. Her foot not too wonderful, you know. But we understand that the rehabilitation is in process and things. So, we're not going to beat her down. Because we see she build back and try to bring back your foot. And things, so we are
leave
going to
her alone, please.
Work with her. All right, then, cool. Since your iPhone charge, big up yourself. All right.
Big blessing, sir.
All right.
Bye. Yes.
All right, Navi, big up yourself. Raga loves you.
Love you too, Raga.
All right, boo boo, cool. Well, people. Yeah, talk to them for me, Sugar Dean. Please like the live. Make sure say you like the live. Click like. We're gonna get down to business. Well, after that, why me I tell the people, see how I organize myself and I send out a bag of notification, free up tomorrow. Then I send out to the next one again and change the thumbnail and free up today, 1 p.m. Then I send out the next one and I say, oh no, I'm going to do all of these things. I'm going to check this and check that and whatever. Murphy's Law. Things are going to happen. And you just kind of have to just hold straight, balance, stay calm, do what you have to do, and get the thing going. So we're going to have a good show today. We deserve a good show, but right now, after that, well, I'm going to wait name there, you see me? Come over here, son. This is nice, but it's nice when me I chill. When I'm home and chilling, it kind of look a bit too. We go and work with this. All right, let me make a drink. Let me make a little drink. Anyway. Uh-oh. Suck it, let's go. I go on 2 video over there. All right, may I fix that? No, man, for those of you who think that there's two, I know it's showing two live on my homepage on YouTube, but it's really one that is playing. All right, I'll just check it. All right, all right. All right, let's do this. Sonia Nelson, big up yourself, baby love. Big up yourself. Big up all Grenada woman. Dance up good Grenada woman. Once enough respect to all of the people and move over the Ragashanti page on Facebook. Big up on yourself. All right. Whichever page you know on, whether YouTube or Facebook, share the live. Share the live if you can share the live. If you know say your mother go for your live and she don't like Ragashanti, sharing the live might not be a good idea, right? If you know say your grandma go for your live and she don't too like Ragashanti, you probably don't want to share your live. But if you can, just share the live, all right? Do that thing. Yo! I have something to read first. Now I think let me get off of Twitter. I want to read something there first. Let me get it. And then we go to phone call and I want to mix up, but not big. There we go. All right. Yo, the following is a thing me get off of Twitter. You know, somebody wrote this thing and it was just so instructive. It's a mix-up, you know, but it's life again. Because I'm telling you, say, you know, mix up a life a mix-up, you understand? But listen to this. There's a lady, right? I'm want to hear want to think about it, you know. And she said, I was dating a guy. When I got pregnant, his parents forced him to deny the... By the way, the reason why this kind of resonates with me, I knew of a situation where the parents in Jamaica, when I was in Jamaica, I knew of an exact situation like this where the parents got involved and essentially was... as far as they were concerned, they were just saving their son from a dismal future. And it was, you know, basically, well, let me just read this. I was dating a guy. When I got, sorry, don't get mad. Just let me fix this thing here while, okay. There we go. So this is a woman, right? She said, I was dating a guy. When I got pregnant, his parents forced him to deny the pregnancy. Then they sent him to the United States, leaving me with the pregnancy. 2 months later, I met a guy who decided to be with me, even though I was pregnant for someone else. She wrote with someone else. I just, for someone else. He supported me right through birth. After giving birth, he enrolled me in a training center and paid for it all. It's been 5 years since we've been together. My whole family knows him. He plans to gift me in 3 months. I don't know what that means. He plans to gift me in 3 months. One I probably can't explain what she means about it. But the problem is my baby daddy is back. He has apologized to me and is ready to take me back with his child. I confess I am still in love with him. He might take me to the States with him. This is an opportunity for me. I want to go back with him, but I am afraid to hurt the other. And this is my counselor hat on right here. This is how she writes it. You know. How do you, remember she talked about herself, you know, but she said, I think that is instructive. How do you make him understand that he doesn't feel betrayed and hurt? Right? She's supposed to say, how do I, you know? But just, she's so, you know, consumed now with deflection from herself that even in asking for help, a situation where it's a first person situation, it's herself. She's supposed to say, how do I, she's supposed to ask people, say, how do I make him understand? And she end up saying, how do you, you know, as in, if you in that position, what you would do? Me need if you tell me how to deal with this so that him don't feel betrayed and hurt. And she finishes by saying, it's true that he made a lot of sacrifices for me, but I must not be a hypocrite towards him, because in my heart, he is not my kind. Now, there's several reasons why I picked this, you know, because it has several layers, you know, what me say play out in a society regularly, you know. But me gonna make uno talk about it first, because there is so much to unpack here. You know, this simple look of something here. Believe it or not, there is so much to unpack here. Right? Let me read it again, Sonia here. So she said, I was dating a guy. When I got pregnant, his parents forced him to deny the pregnancy. Then they sent him to the United States, leaving me with the pregnancy. 2 months later, I met a guy who decided to be with me, even though I was pregnant with someone else. He supported me right through birth. After giving birth, he enrolled me in a training center and paid for it all. It's been 5 years since we've been together. My whole family knows him. He plans to gift me in 3 months. I don't know what that is. But the problem is, my baby daddy is back. He has apologized to me and is ready to take me back with his child. I confess I'm still in love with him. He might take me to the States with him. This is an opportunity for me. I want to go back with him, but I'm afraid to hurt the other. How do you make him understand that he doesn't feel betrayed and hurt? It's true that he made a lot of sacrifices for me, but I must not be a hypocrite towards him, because in my heart, he is not my kind. She ends by saying, give your humble advice. Jesus. Now, when I call in, I'm going to play some devil's advocate thing, because that is what is going to make this thing interesting so that we can unpack it, right? I won't give you my analysis. There's some things there that I'm going to share with you that I'm pretty sure it's going to be meaningful to you. But I just want to hear one officer about it. And when on a call, just bear with me, because whichever side on the take, I'm going to play devil's advocate, right? And just kind of, so just bear with me as we do this and deal with this thing here, because, boom. All right. Say the number there, 646-880-9161. 646-880-9161. All right. 646-880-9161. One have to say about this thing. And this what I deal with today. And anywhere else the show go, as usual. Right? All right, here we go. Greetings.
Yeah, Raga.
Yeah,
I
what?
see the mix-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, me I say. First, the girl,
Yeah.
she used the man.
What you mean she use him?
When you say, because you say, she said, really and truly, that's not her type.
Mm-hmm.
But because she never have nobody at the time,
Mm-hmm.
she go and work with him. And the baby father, after 5 years, if you feel like she never says she want to go for him with him, no, she not sure no.
Mm-hmm.
The baby father, they go left for her. After 5 years,
I could deal with the first part of what you say. You say she use a man, right? Remember, say the man draft her and say him want to be with her and thing and whatever, you know. All you ever say she use a man.
Yeah, but if you know, so you don't want somebody, you make them know what time it is.
No. But at the time when she got involved with him and whatever, him know what him a get out tight, she know what she a get out tight. So at that time, she did want him.
That is true.
That is why she ended up with him for 5 years and whatever. She did want him. At that time, she did want him.
Yeah, but to me, it all just look bad in the long run. Like, she used him because now the baby father in the picture. Remember that same baby father they design.
I know, but
if I did somebody else, Raga, I could understand.
No, but what about the argument where people are going to say now, like, yo, remember say, are the parents make the baby father cut in and never him did one cut? What about the argument where she say, yo, I pick the father that, you know, a different thing that, you know, you can't blame a woman when the pick the father come back and he must say, all right, yes, my headspace there. My parents them did that tell me this, but no more want to make this right and whatever. What about the argument there?
But Raga, you know what the man go wrong? How you for make your parents tell you to turn your back on your fitness? What goes up?
No. In retrospect, that's easy to see that with 2020 vision. But we all know that you have some people who are socialized in certain way and them grew up in certain way when them parents have influence and can put some pressure upon them and say, you know, you have to leave and go far.
Raga, I believe that everybody have them own mind. Everybody know right.
I know, but if you're 18, 19, whatever, and you grew up and do what your parents tell you to do, and them tell you say you have to leave the country, it's easy to say no, but me I tell you say some people, them do what them parents tell them to do. I saw them grew up and the parents can be convincing and say, no, this is in your best interest. You can't choose your future right, you know. Go.
No, sir. No, nothing can make me this one, my youth.
All right, well, it's a principle.
Nothing at all.
Respect for that. Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
Your youth are gonna be your youth regardless.
See,
that is what some people don't understand.
Yeah.
Yes, nothing can change. Because what? Suppose I see you there with end up the prime minister a few years from now, and he never take part of that child life. What do you say?
Well, it's even irrelevant when I'm the prime minister. Even if him end up living in the jungle, I still him child. You know?
Exactly,
I know these people when I make an argument for that. Oh, kada you they can turn out to something good. Kada you they can be the prime minister. That you must be careful when you do that.
We just use that phrase.
No, I know, but my problem with that is when you say them so, that you can't turn out to be the prime minister, can't turn out to something good and whatever. My argument with that, you know, all if him turn out to sweep street, I steal my son. I steal my son. And if it's a good person that sweep street, we are juggle same way and enjoy life. I'm having back same way. I'm have her back same way for my daughter. Somebody just say, son, must be careful. When they say, oh, when I pick the can turn out to be something really, really good. And even if they don't turn out to be something so, astronomical and magnificent and impressive and thing, it's still your child. I'm just saying,
exactly.
but see your point.
The bad road or the good road is still your child. The man should go leave the picnic. Him should have the man.
Yeah, break up.
Going on.
Yeah.
No, me I say don't know if the man and the woman would have a relationship separate from care relationship, which having him a call a check on the youth and then something, they understand?
Yeah.
So, me don't know. But if him just leave the youth, just done, and not even think about the youth, I don't really and truly, me that just tell a lady that say, it don't really make no sense. Because if a man love them youth, they would go. Anyway at all, fit them youth.
All right, then.
Part them are stress one.
All right, then. All right. Respect for the input, man. Blessings. Where do you call from, Papa?
New York, man.
New York. Bless up. That's the thing there.
For me, a little boy, me I stay in Raga. All the time, you come around and text you over Portmore. I'm walking around there and you don't know. They are doing the same way, though.
No, it's always interesting when me hear growing people say, you know, so when I look a bit and used to go to school, me used to listen from me, I look a boy, me used to listen. I saw my owl.
No,
I'm joking. I don't care.
Over 10 years. Over 10 years.
No, I don't care. No, a long time in age, you know, so you remember, a long time in age.
Jamaica.
Cooler, man. No, me had the radio from about 1999, you know, in Connecticut, you know, so a long time people are listening, so I'm just joking, all right? All right, respect, man.
No, man, you're a good man.
All right, man, blessings. Yeah, man, cool. Yeah, one have to say about it. Talk up at 646-880-9161, 646-880-9161, right? Yeah, why if the lady I said, no man, I'm a pitney father, this you know, me have a child to make me pitney grow up with the mother and him what if that she has said? Hello.
Hello, yes, Raga, how are you doing?
Boy, me day I give thanks, you know, my hearty. That me for tell you, no?
Yeah? Calling from Connecticut.
Proper. What's up? Talk to me.
Yes, in pertaining to the topic.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a whole heap of things we can't say about that lady.
Yeah.
Right? But me know somebody where they in the same predicament.
Mm-hmm.
Like that lady there.
Mm-hmm.
And she come up with a baby father.
Mm-hmm.
And she make life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, work at job, raise her kids, them, make life.
Mm-hmm.
And she go back down and married to the man where help her take care of the pit of them. And carry him up.
Okay. But when she did come up with the one who bring her up and whatever, she did there with him for a while.
She did there with him for a while, but it never worked. But let me tell you something. The woman did have a plan.
Hold on. Was it her plan all along for take the opportunity for come up and then after a while left him and go back for the youth? Or she take the opportunity come up and that never work out and then she said, I remember rally back party for the man where they did it. Which one was it?
I don't know, but I honestly think, she did one opportunity for come. For one.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe with the intention say, all right, I'll be a father already and she want to keep them go with the father or whatever. But at least she come and she not naive to certain things and she not fool. She come and she work her 2 jobs them and, you know, set up herself away. Because maybe she knows that she and the man just never go work.
Okay.
And then she go back to Jamaica for the next man.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it would be interesting to know if her coming up was like, okay, I choose my baby father, so I go back to my baby father. And then when it didn't work, her thing was, well, the man who did it for me is the next best option on one side. Or was it that, or she chose to go up with her baby father saying, all right, me I go take the opportunity here. But the plan is to leave my baby father and come back for the real man who did wallet with me. Right? It would be interesting to know which side she was on or which side was more the case for her, you know? Or if she was just edging her bets.
That would be true. It would have really interested for know. I mean, I really know what was her intention. But may I say, that can play out any way it can play out.
No, well, is an interesting element you put in it for say, yo, you know, it's not just black and white, you know, it's just not either or.
Right.
It's like, boom, I'm take advantage of this because by taking advantage of this, I can rally back and think and go so boom for the guy who did really did it for me. You know, and think, okay, that's interesting.
Exactly.
That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting.
You know?
All right. Well,
So, I mean, people might have Bashara say, you know, she a idiot or whatever, but we don't know. This a woman that we don't know if her intention either, you know.
No. You're wrong there, so. Because her intention is very clear. She stated it at the bottom of her loan. She said
She love her baby father.
No. Listen, not even that part. She said she love her baby father, but listen to the part. She, in reference to the man who did it for 5 years, with the belly, with the picnic, and thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's true that he made a lot of sacrifices for me. But I must not be a hypocrite towards him. Because in my heart, he is not my kind. That is clear. That is unambiguous. She's saying, she left the man who did it for her. Because she said, she had a phrase it for say, no, you know, say, don't have a right for be a hypocrite to him, right, you know, because me not feel him, me not like him and my type. So, me I do him a favor, right, you know, by not even prolong this thing, yeah.
She cut him off.
She cut him off, so there's no coming back right there. So she go back to the baby father, right, you know.
Well, I'll have to just hope it work out with she and the baby father, but with that the mindset the way she have, if she have a strong mind and she come off her in,
yeah,
she'll get knocked.
Well, but you know, she said, you know, see what she right though, with all the foreign part there, what she said, he might take me to the stage with him.
So it's not guarantee.
She's going in you see that might there with the state? Don't just look on it only with the state. It's indicative that she not really sure about certain things with him yet where this thing you go. But she still want to go over there with him. It is not even definitive. It would be interesting if it was definitive, like, even if it not work out, so it would be interesting if she said, no, him same one married me and bring me up and we live together, right? Even if it not work out. But not even that there.
But that not guarantee neither, Raga.
I know, but what I'm saying, whatever it is she's working with now, it is still ambivalent, it's still a might. Who for tell if the boy don't ever say that and she a try to push herself in that.
Right. I mean, overall, it's going to be unfair for even the child because, you know, that man had a relationship with the child. She grew up, come see him, so she have him as her father.
All of that too.
You understand?
Because there is some resonance here for certain things from our society, you know. Is a Jamaican, I don't know if she's Jamaican or whatever, but from Twitter, it is a Jamaican thing. But because, remember, you know, if him come from a family, you know, where them can just ship him off to the United States, and that indicative of certain kind of political and economic background. You know what when we are growing up, you know the family them will say, we're gonna ship you off a foreign, you know? You know whatever. So
but not even that too in a Raga, you know, sometimes when they have filing, right?
Yeah.
And filing come through, and woman a breed. You as turn 18 now, she said to your parents and say, you know, so woman a breed or whatever. The parents them not gonna want them money go down the drain, so you have to come a foreign cause that them say. Them file see if you come.
No. You are, well, it's okay for us to, you know, postulate of some probabilities, but you kind of introduce an element that is kind of outside of the sphere of where there's nothing that said there that the family was in the process of filing for him when he got pregnant, right? What was said here was in response to her being pregnant, the family ship him away. So we could go with what did it, right? But what I'm saying, there's some elements in the email. Well, not email, in the post that that suggests that this boy is from some kind of family where she some kind of background. Him have something about him where she kind of frightened for. Where she, you know, where she into or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
and the whole thing about foreign and opportunity and this and him family, this shit. There is something about that what going on with him and Fim family over there. So where she want to be a part of. And she willing for kind of, shall we say, kind of downplay certain things and put up with certain things in order for do over upon that side. And we tell she probably really love him for true.
Probably.
Yeah. And then the question is, how do we reconcile being in love with doing the right thing? Can we knock this woman from saying, honestly, this is the man I love. Why should I not go with who I love? Even though this guy make 5 years of sacrifice for me and was there for me at the worst time in my life. I don't love him. Why should I? Okay, fine. He's a nice guy. He was there for me. And I'm very thankful for it. And I welcome it when he was there for me. But the truth is, I don't love him. I never really love him like that. It was just a practical thing, and me they just do it to make sure somebody can, hold it with the youth. But honestly, I don't love him. I don't want him in love. So what is wrong with that? So I say, people say, go with your heart. Go with who you love. And that's what she said, that me I do. And that is pretty much what she said at the end of the thing. Make we hear with some other people that say about it here. Big up yourself. Here, thanks for the input. Yeah. All right. Which part of Connecticut you call from?
Hartford.
Hartford, big up on yourself, man. My place. All right, big up yourself. All right, protection. Cool.
Yeah.
Yes. I tell you, this thing have multiple layers to it, I mean, I get in it yet. I just want to hear phone feedback on it. I want to hear phone feedback on the Met. All right? Next call. Greetings.
What going on, Raga?
Monday, Yes.
What a piece of mix-up, man. Big up on yourself, man. A postman, none but my advice.
Post, wagwan.
I'm so glad you...
Wagwan, Papa, wagwan.
I'm so glad you come on in the day because I tell you at night time, I drop asleep. And I tell you, I'm going up in a year. And I sit down, I drop asleep. But in a day, when I see you say you come Thursday, I say, okay.
See.
Wide open.
Mad
but,
thing.
But you know something, you just talked a little while about... when the woman said, he's not my type, it could be all kind of thing, What
you mean?
When a woman said not my type, it could mean a lot of stuff. It can mean that the man nasty, no, we put himself together and he kind and he is a good provider, he look out to be. Some people, they have some money just go to the street, just the orangutan life, I won't change and I know that shall look. A gentleman type, maybe he's not a gentleman, he mean just one man where can provide, right? But
he's just a man who can provide, that's what you're saying, right?
Right. And then now, love not just disappear, sir, now, because the man people must realize, she meet that man where look about her when she's still in love with a heartbreak and just disappears up. Now, for me, at all time, people always say, look for who want you. Don't look for who no want you. You may want that person, but that person not really want you. That's the baby father, right? Right. Maybe the baby father come up here and say, hope you run say right, woman different from Jamaican woman. I want you go up here find all a woman and we are treating me. No, me have to go back to my baby mother. Well, you apologize and it is the best interest of the kid. Every kid love them grow up with their father. So right?
Yeah.
And the woman have to know the man become betrayed. Now forget him betray her, right?
Right.
This is a woman in love with you and she carrying your child and you just dump her like that. So she have to know, say, right now, she have to know where she do, right? And nobody get this foreign thing in your mind too quickly.
No, but hold on, before we go there, sir. what you just stated in the initial part when you just come on is very powerful enough, because pussy always hear me I tell people say life is really lived in the gray areas, and people can manage that area between black and white, which is the gray area.
Right.
Because if I may paraphrase, people, I'm going to listen what pussy saying, because when you hear something like this, it's easy if you immediately take a side and just say, no, you know, say that girl, you're wicked and whatever.
Yeah.
But I want to listen what Puss said a while ago, and it's powerful enough, because Puss said, what if this man was just primarily a provider, and they have all these other areas where him really unattractive, but she just work with it because him is a provider, and him know him a get out tight, she know she a get out tight, right? So that is something to think about. That would mean, say, our mindset is like, you know, there's an exchange occurring. Him get to be with me, or let us assume so she's attractive and she can pass and she look good or whatever. Him get to be with she, he might help her out and whatever. He might get some good sort out and whatever, and it for your calculuses. And he might help me, and me appreciate the help, but you know, all things being equal, this is not the type of man that I'd be with, right? The second point we Puss make is, even though the man did a help her, and even though she got betrayed, Puss is saying, love not just disappear, so. And it's true, many of us have been there before, where we care about somebody and we love somebody who now reciprocate with the same degree of love what we have for them. And before we reach a point where we get clarity and tell them, say, move your ass, I'm done with you. Many of us will go through some long fears or whatever where we put up with so and so with the person who we love. Right? You understand?
Right.
Some people never stop loving that person. Some people will cool and harsh to everybody else, but just have that one person that who them love are weak to. We know that, people.
Yeah.
We know that. So when Pussa say, don't believe, say, when the brother come back and think she's supposed to just immediately just say, boy, me don't have no feelings for you again or whatever, this and that. Pussa said the love could have still did it, and she have to struggle with that and I try to reconcile that. What? Well, yeah.
It's still there. No,
well,
could I not even go overnight.
Right.
Not just disappear. Right. But I wish you describe the man where I help out. What the fuck? Why you know your type? Make me see, because honestly, and everybody you can put yourself with.
Right.
You understand me?
Right.
And everybody you can put yourself with. Not because they might provide for you and I help you out, but it can be a situation where you disrespect you, embarrass you, you know? A woman. But we wish to describe the man who are help her out, right? Why she is not being tight? Because, you know, some man are thief, right? Some man are murderer, and she may not want that type of person. You have some lazy man too, right? You have them farm in a different way. A woman like, woman will like a man with can hustle. Some woman like a man with tucking in pants, in shirt in pants. Some of them like them man with them pants I drop off of them, right? So she never described that the way there, right? And maybe the baby father used to do some nice things to her where she loved, right? Actually, and make you feel happy and all that. Which for this one, you know, the provider, not do them things there. So, you know, it come in a different way. So, me don't know about the man. But, I look on the kid and I say, the kid need a father and one. Every kid wants their father be parent. We don't know what it tell us.
What you mean, biological father? You mean biological father?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every kid wants their biological father. I know you share you the brother. He must get the catches. If he get the catches, you not lose, right?
No, me not agree with that. Me not agree with that. You fall in that thing there where the woman them have like where, you know, If you get crutches, you're supposed to do this and that because you get crutches as if man body don't have no value. Only crutches have value.
No. I even want the woman.
So what you say? Him get look loving. Then she not get loving from him too. Eh?
Yeah, but maybe she just pretend you're not of your in time. So
well, that's
she
true.
probably sexy and she love it.
No. And that is significant because you have enough woman. Them no out a road that sleep with 10 million man and I collect money because them just not stay so. But the one man who them a sleep with and who I support them and dead for them and kind and all them something there, them not care for him. Them not you know what woman always say? No, I love him, but I'm not in love with him. You know that woman meant, right? So you have enough woman who have a man and him have all these wonderful qualities where them appreciate and them benefit from. And them sleep with him. And when them sleep with him, them go to them way for make him feel say him a the man, but them not really like him. You understand? So you're quite right about that. Me know say that exists for true. Enough woman know say that exists for true. Yeah.
Well, if you listen, the only one advice me can give you in a situation. If the man want to carry, you sure say man carry come up foreign, is an opportunity.
She not sure. She not sure.
And they pick me. But baby, that I just more talk too.
No,
if you
but
know that the man are going to help the child become a foreign and help you to.
Post.
You think you should have
and that is an interesting point. In all what she is saying up post, remember, you know, she provide details, you know. In the in our post, the nature of the post is such that had the baby father who come back and make some
apologize.
All she says him apologize, but if him did come back and make some definitive proposal in terms of moving forward and solidifying this thing, she would have put it in the post, you know. And she not put that, you know. All we hear is that him apologize. The man could have jacked back in her place and apologize to say, you know, some used to beat that, and I tell her, say, yeah, Jojo, nice. I'm going to jump up in that again. Or, yeah, me just want to make a link and thing, but we know in a straight out thing and whatever, you know, because since you dead and whatever, you understand? But what me I say, if your baby father did forward with some good argument, should have put it in there for strengthen our argument. All we hear is that him apologize and he might take her to the state.
Take her. Well, that might come into the state is not easy, right? Come in here is not, but get a visa is not a tin of milk on the shelf. We know that, right?
But well, Post, what you think about that line and what she said in reference to him? He might take her back. You know, the immediate. Hold on. The immediate thing she said after that. Me want you tell me what you think about it, and if this gives us some insight into who she is, right? Right after that, she said, "All right." She said, I confess, I'm still in love with him, and he might take me to the States. And listen to this. This is an opportunity for me.
Yes.
She referred to herself. She never said, this is an opportunity for us. She never said, this is good for a family or for my child or whatever. She said, this is an opportunity for me. So in that instance, she referred to herself and she going in the first person. So she said, me. But later on down, when she asked advice, she said, how do you make him understand that he doesn't feel betrayed and hurt? So when it's convenient to her, she referred to herself as me, with reference to the opportunity where she wants for herself. What you think about that line, that this is an opportunity for me?
That means she make up her mind, and just make a guilt. And a matter of fact, it better she go out with the baby father because she don't want her brother there. It better stop here so because just go get used continue because he can force her to love her. He don't know, you know. Maybe he don't know that she don't really want him that way, you know, right?
Yeah.
So I think that she should have gone with your baby father. You hear me? And leave the other brother alone.
What the basis? Basically, I say, Our mind not dead,
One-
son. Whatever you think about
Yeah, right.
our mind not dead,
Yeah.
son, with the youth who they dead fear, and it's going to be misery
Right.
and
Just my-
discomfort
that's what
and
you
whatever.
Just go on
Because
to your
she
baby
just not
father.
dead. So I better she just go on with the baby father, anything.
Yeah, go on to your baby
Okay,
father.
me see what you say, me see what you say,
Right?
me see what you say, me see what you say.
We know she must give them a little catchy, so it could be worse, you know? If I'm my brethren that me say, boy.
Who you mean get local crutches? What you mean? Who the brother who the dead fear?
The man we kind to him.
Of course, he might get crutches for 5 years. He might get crutches.
All right. So, me no call that Lou. I don't know.
No, but Puss, that are you.
Right?
Puss, this is not even about crutches. This is bigger than getting crutches. Right?
Yeah,
this bigger than getting crutches.
You know how the use come in, Raga. If we never get no crutches, me that say, boy, you get
no,
you
but
know?
Puss, we are talking about some bigger, higher order things, more than about crutches.
Yeah,
like
she
this.
no wonder, brother. When the man come back after 5 years, might as well you go on to him. Go and go bucket to him, you bucket to us. Right? Wish you good luck.
No, but but you see, I'm glad the points them when you make, because my argument with very often when people come up on these things, them just jump on what they think is obvious.
Yeah.
That this thing is simple, this thing is simple. So and she a wicked, and it's simple. And it really works, so when you if you really do a deep dive and thing, and if you really unfold the layers, and thing and whatever, it is way more complex than it is.
Yes.
And you have to be. Let me tell you something. A whole heap of people are listening right now and can recall instances when they were in love with somebody who now come true for them in some critical way and it confused them. Right? Many of us have been there, and I'll be like, why me even love that person? Or me love this and that about her or him or whatever, but so and so, I may not get this, I may not get that. Many of us have been there. And that's a similar situation where she in a very profound way. You follow what I say, all right?
You remember we are reading some news and I watch some video where some older man there with some younger woman and then I cut out them, they cannot kill them because them change their mind.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things that happen because that poor man there would have madly in love with she, right? Right about now. And when you go tell that a man they say no, me I got end the relationship with me because me I go back to my baby father. That's how people flip and do stupid things. And every man can hold it in a rather.
I agree.
And every man can hold it because him in love, she not in love with him, And the in love thing is very powerful.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Very powerful. And when she go confront him and say, boy, never end this, because my baby father come back and want me back and, how him I go feel, right?
In terms of when him do for 5 years, I know. But post again, I just want to reinforce it. I understand what you're saying, that you have some man who can't hold it under them conditions there and feel like, this is a betrayal of colossal proportions and it warrants me, responding in some violent way. I understand that. But the truth is, he made a choice. He made a choice to go in that situation. And if it don't work out that way, and if him hurt and feel, destroyed and whatever, fine, we acknowledge that. But it still don't give him the right to go perpetrate violence upon her or get mad or whatever. No. You understand? So that's why it end up ugly, but and you hurt, and you may have to just go lick your wound and put on a massive band-aid and go rehabilitate and bounce back. But the truth is, you don't give a license for going to do harm to that person. Even if she's a jerk, because you made a choice. You went into a relationship and thing. Let me tell you something. I always tell people this, the movie Running. One simple little line in the movie, and it just resonated so much for me. Where one of the characters, him say, I never go into something that I don't know how to come out of. Puss, you see that statement there? The movie name Running, Ronin. So it was him did have to go in a one bar, go meet somebody and them and
okay.
But you see, when I heard that line at that point, I gave it so much thought. Because Puss, we are conditioned to think of love. You hear this? You're my everything. You are my forever.
You're my forever.
You're my forever.
My heart, my soul.
And when you get married, till death do us part.
Do us part.
And thing. And what all of those mean is that we are trained to think of relationship that when you're going to it, you're going to go into it forever. And if you really love me, that is how you're supposed to think. When in truth, life don't work like that, Puss. The way life work, anything you're going in, you can't come out of it. Not only you can't come out of it, but you can be thrown out if it's not dependent on you alone. So a relationship, by definition, Puss, it doesn't involve what you alone think, So if you think you are going out forever, and that is what you think, that other person who is in the relationship with you may not be thinking that, or later on may be thinking something opposite. And if you know is forever locked into that paradigm where this is supposed to be forever, and that person is exercising their self-will and saying, I don't want to be in this anymore. I saw you, people end up I kill people like what you did so earlier,
Yep.
That's me not enter no relationship and thinking, oh, this is, you're my forever. Forever, my bumper clot.
Listen.
If it lasts forever, it lasts forever because the two of you are going to want it and work for it, you understand? But me not going there think that because me set up myself now that if something go happen when me not have the control over because that other person have to live for them life. And if him living for them life, them say, me done with you, Raga. Me don't like you. Because you wear robe when you do your show them. I don't like your robe them. Go about your business. How me go try to force that person then? You understand what I say?
Some man there with a woman that this year for me forever. They pump my mind forever. Get
Thank
your
you.
mind off it.
Thank you.
I rent it, I lease it. It is not sellable.
Me say,
right?
Post, from what
You
you
can't
me tell him say me can't get born again because me not think me not gonna engage in that agreement there. You understand what I say? Talk to them. So what you just say?
When me get born, the whole of my friend and family them know. I live in a Franklin town, and anybody who know Post. When me and my wife have fight, I remember one woman come over me, why not you fight all the time? Why not fight? But Mr. Lady, listen, I'm not a mama, man. Anytime you see me and my wife over here fight, right? A bunch shaggy me and me no know who shaggy me with, right?
Yeah.
Because it's hurt, right?
Yeah.
Because when you give bun in a raga, remember when we give bun in we go like Tarzan and beat with chest like King Kong, right? But we cannot take bun. When we get bun, in our mind, we want to jump in our fast.
No. That's how you Post. Me can.
No, that's when me in love.
When you did in love. Okay.
Yeah. That's when me in love, Remember, me tell you about your show one time, said the first time me get an abundant man, take away my woman and the woman left me, right?
Yeah.
Me drink some porridge and I have drink water, I have take down the porridge in my belly because me couldn't swallow it.
What? What you mean? What you mean?
Me a drink, if we are on the heart break, if we are on my heart break, I drink some porridge. And the porridge couldn't go down my throat, right?
Yeah.
Me have to drink it with some water if it go down.
Yeah.
When me go on my bed at night time, it like the night them are 48 hours. They be all the night long. Me lie down on my back and I cry and the eye water go down in my ears. Right?
Yeah. What you say? The eye water go down in your ears.
Right.
Okay.
That's how it hurts. So if you love somebody and she give heartbreak, it is not an easy situation, right? But you still will love to give on. You understand? But we're not supposed to get it back.
So
you understand?
So what you there now? Before I'm gonna take some other call, but what you there now? What you there now?
Alright, me that 241st in the Bronx.
No. Me not mean what you there physical. Me mean that was you then in a Franklin town. So all you see it now. All you see it now. In terms of when you're there with somebody, all you see it now. All you see being in love and bond and them. All you see it now.
Me not think me can be in love again, you know. Me no want to go back down at that track. Me 64-year-old. Me no want no heartbreak at my age, right? Right now, I pay cash on delivery me there with.
What you say? What?
Deal with that.
What you say?
Cash on delivery. Uber eat, push eat. That's about it, right? Me not in love business, cash and delivery. Right?
What you mean? You give them cash and them deliver, the woman them deliver?
Yeah, and then deliver. This girl will come around. Me tell her, I say, when you see me not order nothing, do not turn up, right? When I call you, I will come, right?
What you tell her, I say, what?
When me not order anything, do not turn up,
Don't turn up, yeah.
Because she have a style when she come. Calvin, me don't know where you want it, but me know where me want, right? Yeah. Well, when me know that, because 2 minutes if me something have a delay in it, right?
Yeah, something have a delay, yeah.
Yeah, if you want me make sure, say, listen, if you are going to give me something, you have to sleep overnight, because this thing, I don't know when it may get up. It will get up sometime in the night, but me don't know when.
You don't know when. That work half at home.
Yeah. Me don't know when. Right? So you have to go sleep. Now pay you for sleep overnight, so sometime in the night.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, just hold a swipe. Just use up a swipe card, and you're good.
Just hold a swipe. What, you a swipe, you a swiper, right?
Yeah, no, she can live like a little dessert, you know.
What you say? What you say? What she what?
She say like a little dessert. Me I give her till the time.
Oh, you give her a little dessert, so she would just
right.
Until they see if a boy decide to make a little move in the night. No.
Hey, rather I had this girl that is she knows me about a delay problem.
Yeah.
You know, so when you make nice pancake, right?
Yeah.
He will dead, you know, right?
If you make nice pancake, it will dead. If you give too much pressure, don't. If you talk
No. If somebody I make nice on you, suppose if you do that, do your thing and you hear the doorbell ring.
Yeah.
He could have dropped dead and not get up back.
Well,
right?
Yeah.
Right. And if you woman in your ears, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He will not get up. So, yeah, for me, the place have to be quiet. And you should know that.
No, hold on. So what you say, your body not like nice?
No, you know, like
your body
no TV place have to be quiet. It's very funny, me I tell you.
Yeah, your body want quiet and think for do it, if you do.
Quiet.
Probably have to concentrate for come up down. Yeah.
And you know, long it takes it coming like, you know, you cook with cold stove, it takes long to warm up, right?
Okay.
But when you warm up, it's good.
They good.
Yeah, it's good. But listen, this girl, every time she come by me, she know the drill.
Yeah.
Calvin, bye. Me not have the time. Then the time you already give her a PR portion already, you know. You me PR already, you know, right?
You PR already, give her a little funds, cash on delivery,
Yeah, and me not have the time, me never tell you if you run out of credit and all that. So me have to go somewhere, you know. Me not have the time. And I pay night. The girl I got, when I time to last it, man, he did hear the girl with the remote control there. Let me go and watch on TV. Come on, I can invite in something that you say. There are some things when man no want to hear. Don't tell them say they signal liquor. Don't tell them say they come too quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
things like that, we don't like hear that.
So what
right?
wrong if she dead and the boy now get up so she want to watch like a TV in the meantime? What wrong with that?
Yeah, but I mean, help me, tell man. Like a Puerto Rican girl look for me say it's not me supposed to make it get up. It's she. It's not you. It's me. So come let me
so she can help out. So yeah, so if she can just load the TV and help out a situation, see if she can encourage the boy to come on. Well, yes, I can see what you're saying.
Yes.
I've read about that.
Mr. Then Jamaican, help you they're dead before they help you give a push start. Raga?
No, hold on. So what you just say again? Jamaican women are dead before them help you and get a push start. You sure?
And you push start. And all right then, you know when Jabat is dead, give a little push start. Do something we don't know like. And all right, make me give him a little push start. Then just turn up.
No, hold on, push. That has changed somewhat. I have read that Jamaican women that even though you still have cause Jamaican women can be very harsh, with man, and them not understand, and say the wrong thing, and those kill man vibes, and I know some man just fragile and weak when it come to them one little small insult, even indirect or passive or whatever, and our body dead and now move. But but what I say is some Jamaican women have they have adapted and adjust and them understand and them will work. So there's a few out there who would say, say him need a little encouragement and the general need a little encouragement, and them will just do what them have to do to tease him up and make him feel good, boost him ego and thing, and them will help out a situation and probably put on a little headers too and whatever. And before you know it, the boy with the encouragement fly up and ready to go. So you have some woman, but this woman the way you have, she not like that, she want to watch TV.
No, you must do and she no want to do nothing. She that dead before she help even just a little. Give me a push start of it. Just give me a push start. You're crazy. You're disrespect me. Right?
Puss. I have a friend, you see, and she not join that something there. So I just want talk to her. She named Karen Harris, right? Talk to her because she not believe in her head. She said the fear thing is that fear man must ready. Right, she no need for help him in any way. So talk to her for me. Talk. She named Karen. Push. She named Karen Harris. Talk to her. Talk to her.
Karen Harris. Karen, you need to change your ways.
Yes.
Listen, sometimes we tired, sometimes we stressed out and fret over little rent at New York with the right?
Yeah.
Fret over little rent, sometimes we are hide from the landlord and so.
Yeah.
Can it depend on where? Remember, your bills them in America come in like how the train move from one
station. Well, me know you know whatever, but just so you know, fear gentleman, him no worry about rent.
You can't have one house.
Not one house, him have several. But so you have to frame it better fear, so you have to.
So when she put on the table, if the man do so many things, all right.
Yeah.
You need help. This is not a one-side kind, right?
Yes,
it's two-side, right?
Yes. Talk to her.
Sometimes, put the details. Sometimes you need to steer head and tail. And if you not like...
What you mean by that? She not going to understand. Explain that fear.
Turn head and tail, 69, turn head and tail, right?
Well, I don't know if she do that.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. We know rather, you know, do the anything.
No,
I
don't know if she does that, I don't know if she does that,
The day I ever search and find evidence say you do that, say, well, then say, I know you're alone. Facebook, everything. Somebody. Because, listen, somebody soon send me a picture, right? Somebody leave a camera somewhere and make it take. Listen.
Well, you are say somebody soon send you a picture of me a swipe and me.
Somebody will send me a picture someday, right? And you a swipe.
That not happen. You know I get that. That not happen.
You need drop asleep somewhere one time and somebody take the picture. How it was, circumcised, right? I know circumcised.
What I know? Me say you not get no. You're not getting no picture of me.
And
You
that,
gotta get
well,
no
I know
picture of me a swipe. You're not getting it.
every
Hold
time.
on. How we reach you, so?
No. It just happened, right? It's that 360
So what you
turn
say?
remake.
What you say?
Listen,
Anyhow you get a picture
it's
of me a swipe. What you gonna do with it?
I want here, man.
What you say? What you gonna do with it? What?
I bid me a bid for that, you know. The biggest bidder, right? The biggest bidder.
Yeah.
When you remember, no?
Yeah.
You go somewhere and go drop asleep. You drop asleep, and the person just take a nice copy, and we have that in our hand. I know me blow up that job in a folder, you know, that they go in
then where you keep that for? It sound like you love to look on it.
No. Evidence.
You like to look on it down. Eh? Mind people start, girl, mind people I wanna say them pussy where you keep that for and I look on it so far and whatever.
Yeah, that's surprised how many photos me have been there be TamFam as them, right? And then no. Me just want to attack me.
Yeah, I just deal with them case. For the record.
Raga do not circumcise.
Well, on, for the record, I Raga have the innocent mouth. Raga have the innocent mouth. You can't talk. I have never been to the eating meeting. Remember, you know, you're the president for the eating meeting.
No, I don't want you embarrass me because the people then will take away the delegacy. For me, you know, it's a serious matter when you go to the eating meeting.
Yes.
Right? You can get suspended up to a year or indefinite. You understand?
Okay.
So it's not a joke thing. So if you are going to come there and criticize anything, and me go and get into the problem.
Right.
And remember, when you come at the eating meeting, you have to make the delegate them eat first. It's a part of principle, you know?
Okay.
This man was the first one them who go there and show you said they are king better than they are shortcut we can make the woman then satisfied, right? Those were the man.
So you were a pioneer. You were a pioneer in this thing or whatever. You lay the foundation to make people know the benefits of eating the jojo, right?
All right.
Okay.
Me have asthma, right?
Yeah.
Me can batter myself up and down. And I suppose sometimes it not take me more than a minute or two. Everything finished, woman done satisfied, and we can about your business, right?
Well, you say when you eat it, we take a minute or two and she pop off.
And as a minute or two.
Well, on, puss. You good like that?
I mean,
puss. You cannot eat for like 2-3 minutes and she pop off quick. That's so quick.
Listen, Raga, you two, you don't have that experience. I cannot. You have to go try it yourself, right?
Okay.
This woman, American woman, I was doing this on November 3rd, 1978. Until I come to America.
November 3rd, 1978. Okay.
1978. 3:15 in the afternoon. And me come up 5.
Wait, you said 3:15 in the afternoon, November 3rd, 1978.
And the sun was shining.
The sun
was shining.
Yeah.
Hey, and I come to America and I say, okay, I'm in the land of the freedom.
Yeah.
And I can say it big and broad now.
Mm-hmm.
So this American woman, I was doing it to an American woman, and the woman said, no, that's not how it works. That's not the proper way.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna put this thing here in your mouth like a baby soda. You ever see a baby soda?
Yes, and a baby,
right?
Baby suck them soda.
Mm-hmm. That's how you do it, right? Like when baby sucking a soda. You hear me? That's how it did. And then somebody said, but Jesus Christ. When me that do all this time, me like a lick.
So what? So she teach you over suck it like a baby soda?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, baby soda. That's how she do it.
And what else she teach you?
Well, she never really teach me nothing. She actually said, listen, when you see I'm coming here, make sure you have a curry goat, oxtail, make sure you go get it. And, you know, she loves, and she wants a jar of weed. She loves to smoke her weed and everything. And one day, and it don't cost me penny. And me know all in Jamaican woman, they throw out it all in one. where you work, I what your amount of money. Like them, I do you a favor. When Jamaican woman are give you a category, like them, I give you the world. Come on.
Well, that's true.
No,
Well.
some of them all cover up their face in the dark and all and something.
What you mean cover? What you mean cover up your face in the dark? What you mean? What?
Some woman put them two hands over their face, then put their hand over their face, and they want the light shut off. Sometimes you want to look and see what you eat.
You have to look and see what you eat.
Well, the darkness.
Yeah,
right.
well, that is not a good idea to eat in the dark.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. You can't eat in the dark. You not do anything in the dark.
Yeah, it's a smart man who look at what them eat. I would agree with that. I would agree.
Come on, yeah, give man a plate of food, or you gotta give me in the darkness. Anyway,
yo,
you know, for your people, for your people on the internet, and everybody like here, they man sit here.
But they take me care. But anyway, I'm going to take some other card. No, but real quickly, you see that something there? When me did that Jamaica, you know, young hunting or whatever, me have to work for my thing, you know. If me want to look at something, me have to work for it, you know. Yo, when me come foreign and go college, you know, they force me in a position where, like, you know, yeah, what if a woman a draft for me? You know, so me turn idiot at first. I never know, like, I want to go on. No, man, at first, me never even understand what me, you know, like, me I say, I want to go to that place, I don't even real. You know, but, you know.
When me just come from country, 1969, come at Kingston, 1979, come at Kingston, call live. I couldn't get no judo. At the Kingston, and then funny, you know, because I want man the police I look for every day. And then one man where I walk sideways on the street and I jump fence. And then kind of people then I get to they look for me, right? No, me's a countryman now. Come from country with no front teeth, right?
No front teeth.
They not look not my way, right?
Yeah.
And rather I give one little dentist man my money to put in a dent in my mouth. And God leave it.
Yeah.
At Upper Cumberland Road, the dentist there. As I come out of the dentist, man, you could have seen the teeth from 1 mile.
Yeah.
And then next day, me get a little juju right away. Right? Right away. You hear me?
Yo, no, man, I'm going to buy a tambourine this weekend for have it here, so I need a tambourine. I'm going to buy a tambourine this weekend.
This girl use me, you know, man. This girl use me.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, enough man say them a girl it, and they not do what me do.
What you do?
Some of them never trust pump my happy pay Friday, next week Friday, when fortnight come. Woman I look for you and say, listen, you have a bill, you know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Me used to trust pump when me just come from country.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And one day, me so back up with the bill that the girl say, listen, yeah, back up your name. And me just saying in my mind, say, one day me give a girl their piece aside. But me no want nobody know say me do them something there because the penalty you can get mug.
At that
man
time.
can beat you at that time.
At that
right?
time, yeah.
And rather, I decided to me about throw a panel, you know. You see panel, throw a panel? The woman love you so she does she get both when you who are. And me say, I tell you.
Well, when you didn't trust the pum pum, right? And you get the pum pum.
I wore about $200 and something worth of pum pum. Me trust on the woman.
But $200 worth of pum pum and can't pay it. And then you decide, say, at that time, back in them days, they burn out the swipe. So you decide, say, you put on a swipe. And when you put on the swipe, so good. You put on the swipe, so good. She can't see your bill, no?
They just to get about the bill when they owe.
Well, so push your head game, turn up then.
I'm not here, man. So, the next time now she come, me say, boy, you made it, and I say, boy, how do you know?
No, you've been using your head. You've been using your head, but it's a different way.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
He said, all right. And the brain never use, you know.
Yeah.
So, I'm head, me that use. So, me say to her, I say, listen, I don't know more now because I don't no more money to pay for nothing. I don't money. You man say, don't worry, man. You can get it for free. Don't worry.
No, okay. Because you're swiping, turn up now. You're swiping, turn up.
Yeah, man.
See?
It's swiping. Yes, sir. a swiping turn up. And me say, when me say the woman not even want the other something, you know, man. That's how she want.
She want,
you know?
Okay.
And you know, you see, no man never do that yet, you know, man. You hear me?
Oh, well, yeah, that mash up her head, because if she never get a swipe yet, worse is a good swipe, because you say your swiping game turn up and thing and whatever. So once she get that and thing, then I warn her then, postman.
One day me screech upon her, man, and frighten her the hell. And the woman said she not frightened. She said to me, say, from you, anywhere you're there, if you stand up in a package stadium, and you in the crowd, and my pum pum a jump, and me have to look which by you sit up, because you're there nearby.
Well, so what? You didn't frighten her, and then you try to frighten her, and the frighten her, and take her. She said, listen to me, you can't frighten me. Because if you frighten me, me have to think say you never deb out. But you need to understand, the way you swipe my pum pum right now, right? You could have, anywhere you're there near, the radar going to pick you up and my pum pum going to jump, because if I going to know say you're there near and thing and whatever. And that she said to you, no. Push you know, so I can't manage you. So she said, no. You in a packed stadium and thing, and pum pum going to jump, and she going to know, say, no, you know, say him there somewhere, Okay, over the place, over the side of the stadium, him there. And that she said to you, no.
Hey. It like, then the time, you know, Wi-Fi. Then the time they look like me, they have Wi-Fi mount, and me never know.
You said then the time they didn't have Wi-Fi mount, you never know, though.
I never know.
Because our pum pum pick up your mouth Wi-Fi, no. Our pum pum pick up your mouth Wi-Fi. Push my car manager, come off the radio. Come off the radio.
Go get the tambourine, people.
No, I'm going to buy the tambourine weekend. Big up yourself, man, all right?
I was on Ragashanti. Right? And next week, see you same place. All right?
Mad, my brother. Big up yourself. People are legend that. I post that. A legend that in the thing. When it comes to the mix-up thing, a legend. But I want to just remind you that him drop some good reasoning on the local drama where they are dealing with. And in case, you know, some people come after, so let me read back the thing so I don't know where we are addressed, right? And again, I have some things to share about it, but I'm just interested in getting your opinions on it. So I see the calls coming in, but just let me just share this again for the people who came in after. So this is something I got off Twitter as a reminder, right? So this woman posts this thing, right? It's as follows. I was dating a guy. When I got pregnant, his parents forced him to deny the pregnancy. That is important, you know. Deny the pregnancy. Then they sent him to the United States, leaving me with the pregnancy. 2 months later, I met a guy who decided to be with me even though I was pregnant with someone else. He supported me right through birth. After giving birth, he enrolled me in a training center and paid for it all. It's been 5 years since we've been together. My whole family knows him. He plans to gift me in 3 months. People, if somebody could explain to me what that part means, because I am lost there. I don't know what that means. He plans to gift me in 3 months. But anyway, I continue. But the problem is, my baby daddy is back. He has apologized to me and is ready to take me back with his child. I confess, I'm still in love with him. He might take me to the United States with him. This is an opportunity for me. I want to go back with him, but I'm afraid to hurt the other. How do you make him understand that he doesn't feel betrayed and hurt? It's true that he made a lot of sacrifices for me, but I must not be a hypocrite towards him, because in my heart, he's not my kind. Give your humble advice. Just to paraphrase, this woman was dating a guy. She got pregnant for him. His parents forced him to deny the pregnancy and send him go to the United States and left her alone with the pregnancy. 2 months after that, she meet a youth who say, yo, I'm going to hold it with you. Right? I'm going to be there for you. Even though him knows that she's pregnant, for somebody else, and he was there for her. The youth, she there with the youth, the youth enroll her in a training center and pay for everything, and a bill her and all them something they seen. And him and her there for 5 years. After 5 years, him also know her family and thing and whatever. And then after 5 years, our baby father forward back from foreign. The baby father apologized and tell her, say, I'm ready to take her back with him child, right? And she as a boy, she did still in love with her baby father. And that the way the thing set up, based on what exchange between she and her baby father, she said her baby father might take her back to the United States with him because he might go back to the United States. And she's saying that this is an opportunity for her to go to foreign, go live with her baby father, but it's an opportunity for her to go foreign to make her life better. So she said she want to go there back. She want to go back to her baby father and left the youth who did the FR for the 5 years. But she said, boy, she knows it will hurt him. So she's asking the people now with the post, how she must deal with the youth who did the FR for the 5 years. How she must deal with that. In a way for him not feel betrayed and hurt. Additionally, she's saying that she acknowledges that this youth make a lot of sacrifices for her. But she says she can't be a hypocrite to him. Because in her heart, the youth who did the fear for the 5 years, she said, is not fear kind, right? The more common term for kind there is her type. So she said, basically, the youth who did the fear for the 5 years, she said, I'm a fear type. I.e., she don't love him, she don't feel for him, she don't want to deal with him and so forth. So it was, it was convenient for her for the 5 years when him did a fear for she and the child. But basically she's saying, I'm not fear type. So she can't be a hypocrite about that. She have to be true to herself. And in being true to herself, she still love her baby father. That is what she's saying. So in truth, the decision is already made, And this is important. The decision is already made. She have left him. She's just asking how best she can explain it to the youth to not make him feel betrayed and hurt. So she already made the decision. She'll go back to the baby father. So that is where we are dealing with. Good afternoon, caller. What's up?
Hey, Raga.
What's up?
So, that lady now, I don't think there's nothing she can say to this man to make him not feel disappointed and hurt.
Indeed.
Right?
Right.
So I feel like she just need to tell him, say this is what happened, and just do what she's doing. Right? That is the advice I would give to her. That's not necessarily the advice I would take for myself.
Right.
Because I think she's young, and so I feel like she doesn't understand life. Because for me, like, I think you should definitely, yes, it's always advisable to go with your heart. But at the same time, I know that your heart puts you in trouble all the time. You have to go with your head. So the thing is, you need to be with who love and care for you. And I'm going to take love out of it and say care. You need to be with who care for you.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question there, though, because this is something that a lot of people have dealt with throughout life and whatever, right? So, and it goes back to what Puss says. And I know of older women who have said this to their daughters and their nieces and so forth. Don't focus on who you love. Focus on who loves you. And always, or another version is, always make sure you're there with somebody who love you more than you love them.
Who cares? Who cares for
so what
you?
I'm asking you is this. What I'm asking you is this. How easy is it for somebody to be with somebody who care about them when they don't care about that person?
It's not easy. It's definitely not easy.
So why
But it
should
is
somebody do
definite
that? Why should a woman do
because
that?
because in the long run, that is what is better for you. If you think about it, if you're using your head, that is what. If you move into the gray area of life, that is what's gonna work for you.
But those
So
people will
it's
tell
not
you that
easy.
they're not happy with that person.
Try to make themselves happy. What you are? What makes you happy? What is really happiness? Because if you are with somebody who loves you, then you can turn around and start liking that person or appreciating that person because of how they care for you.
No, but this
Right?
woman would say that our baby father make her happy.
But that's what I'm saying. If she feel like her baby father make her happy, then she need to go with him. But in
that
the
is
long
exactly
run, she
what
go
she's going
realize.
to do. Yeah.
But then in the long run, she's gonna realize that this is not really the happiness. You see, I don't know how to explain the feeling, what we feel in our heart, and I feel like it's just a lot of emotions that we call love. And we have people that we say is our type or not our type and whatever, and that is okay. But I feel like that if there's somebody who cares for you, where they are taking care of your well-being, your welfare, they make sure you go to school, they make sure you're not hungry, they make sure you're not wet you up. I feel like you should somehow try, as difficult as it may be, to see this person as a person, as a person that cares for you, as a person who cares for you, who have your best interests at heart, and then you start liking the person for that. Because a lot of times the people that we say we love, it is mostly physical attraction. It's not, or maybe, sex or something else. It's not even the people who care about your well-being, who would put themselves out there on a limb. You understand? So I feel like as difficult and as hard as it is, when you recognize in a person that this person have my back, no matter what, this person is not going to make me hungry, this person is not going to, whatever, then you look at those points or those traits of the person, and then you start to liking the person for that. Start liking that about the person. Boy, say me like say always make sure say me have lunch money, or say me like him know want me take the bus, him prefer carry me go to work, or he make sure say me have food, me like that about him. And once you start identify say you like that about him, then you will start fall into maybe a different way, maybe love.
Okay, so you think
you start
if somebody takes that approach that you just mentioned, then they will evolve into a space where they start to appreciate the person and love the person, right?
Yes, that's how I feel, and I know it's not easy because it definitely takes a mindset change.
Right, but what about the people for whom that doesn't work? But what about the people who that grow to love? And let's be honest here. There are a lot of people out there with partners who they acknowledge is the greatest caring person. But again, they will use the term, I am not in love with her. I am not in love with him. But I love him and I appreciate him. I love her and appreciate her. But I'm not in love with her. I'm not in love with him. And I appreciate everything what she do for me. I appreciate everything what him do for me. But I'm not in love with him. And I long for that genuine passion, that authentic love. And that is what is going to make me happy. Because even when I get in species of intimacy with this person, I don't feel them like that. What would you say to those people who struggle with that dichotomy, that those contesting, that tension between those two sides? What would you say to them?
So I'm going to ask them, what makes you happy? What really makes you happy? Is it just the feeling inside your heart? That is what makes you happy when you get into intimacy with this man or this woman. That's what makes you happy. But what about the other side of life? This is just one part. What about the other side? So look at the other things. The person who really cares and likes you and takes care of you and make sure that you're okay. If you look at those things, won't those things make you happy as well? This is a man who make me live in a 2-bedroom house as opposed to living in a 1-bedroom house. Don't you like the fact that he makes you make that a prior? Make it happen. So he makes you a priority all the time. Don't you like the fact that this man makes you a priority as opposed to going and enjoying one moment of intimacy or whatever, several moments of intimacy, and that's the only time you're happy? Wouldn't you be happier with a man that is willing to take you out, carry you out, maybe on vacation, or just take you to the movie or whatever, as opposed to a man who every day him get up and him gone on road with his friends or him gone out, with the boys or whatever, and then you're home and the only time you're happy is when you get into that intimate space. So it is what makes you happy. You know what I mean? So,
right.
you look at it from that angle. That's just how I feel. And
Right.
and I know, as we go always say, me know it hard. Hard, but you have to use your head because your heart put you in trouble all the time. The heart is.
Say that again. You said that
the
again.
heart put you in trouble all the time.
Okay.
Yes, it puts you in trouble all the time. You can't use your heart when you make decisions. You cannot use your heart.
And what is interesting, though, the irony of all of this is that even though men and women are guilty of what you just said, I find that, in general, women are the ones who are more clear on that on that principle than men,
Clear on the principle of
that your heart put you in trouble all the time. No, I'm saying women and men do that, But I find it interesting that over the years that I've been, whatever, and you know me, I'm I love learning from these things. But it has always been interesting to me that your woman can be very clear, like, no, I not left my man, but my love so and so. I can't tell you how many women have to be like, no, man, I not left my husband, I not left my man, but I love him. I'm saying, so what you mean? But you say, no, he makes me happy in a way that my husband don't. But I'm saying, I left your husband. No, I not left my husband. My husband care about me. I'm a husband provide me security. I'm a man provide me security. I'm a man I got dead for me and thing and whatever. Somebody says, they say, why if the man you want more, the one who make you happy, who excite you, and then we say things like, no. If him push it, I'm gonna let him go in a ragga. Me not jeopardize my thing over here. So with my, you know what I'm saying, which goes back to that thing that where women, at the end of the day, women are gonna value security over affairs of the heart.
Right. Because a lot of times, when we say, oh, him make me happy, I know he make you happy just because you love him. I know he make you happy, it's only because you love him, because the other things won't do to you, that, show no kind of love and no kind of respect and no nothing for you. But because you love him, so when you're with him, you feel that joy within your heart.
So basically, I said this woman have to stay with the brother who did it with her.
No, that's what I would do. But because I realize that she must be a young...
She said she can't be a hypocrite because him is not her type. And Puss make a very good point. Puss said, what if this man he's a good provider and he was there for her, but outside of that, he's unattractive to her and she's not happy with him?
Yeah, but that's what I say. And the first thing me say is that she must just tell the man say she don't want him and go on with her baby father. That me say, but I try to, I'm being very sarcastic there because I realize that this is a young girl who don't understand life, right? But the man who take care of her when she's pregnant, that man obviously love her, right? So there's nothing she can do or say to him to make him not feel hurt. But because in love her, the way how me see life work, you see, she go with the baby father and things and work out with the baby father, the man who love her will take her back because he love her. That's how me see life operate.
A lot of women do that though. A lot of women think that and say, no, him not going away, so I can't take the risk and go over here, so no. Because I know say,
when people love you.
Any of my drawback for that one, him going to run come anywhere. Even if him have another woman and whatever. Me see woman do that, Me see all woman me see all woman keep man in other space to him not there with nobody else, while them a pursue another man, because that man is a backup. Because say a woman say contingency. Say a woman say backup. Say a woman say get back money. So that man is symbolically the get back money, in case of emergency. Because I know say you are dead over me. So I want to keep you right there. So, isn't that selfish?
Yes. It is selfish. It is selfish, but life on a whole is just hypocritical and selfish and not right about life. Let me tell you, not right about life. Cause life
not
no fear.
Not right about life, and no fear. Okay.
No fear. You have to just use your head and make a decision and go through life. That's all it comes down to.
All right, then blessings, man. Respect for the meds.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
All right,
protection,
cool.
Man. Cool. Yeah, I like the energy in the show today, For real. I like the energy in the show today. Nah, I go around the thing, but like, what is this? Yeah, man, I like the energy in our show today, you know? Close this. Open this. Put this over here. All right, yeah. Give me a call. 646-880-9161. 646-880-9161. I'm gonna go and sit my very smooth white Henny that we are work with. You understand? And Coke. All right. That's a drink for the day. So the call I'm come in there. Gotta do it one at a time. Here we go. Greetings.
Raga.
Yo.
Well, go on.
There you know.
I have a little input to put in this.
All right.
Question to you.
Yeah.
Now, you said the baby father jumped back in the picture 5 years after.
Yeah.
Okay. During the 5 years, she was with this guy who took up the responsibility of raising her son or daughter, whatever.
Right.
And that time, was she, did she fall out of love with the baby father or not? Because all of a sudden he come back in her life after 5 years, and she decided to try to make a decision to either leave this man or go back with the baby father. My question to you, the only way I look at this is that she had to be conversating or communicating with the baby father within that 5 years. Because if this man is doing all this for her, okay, although she said he's not her type or whatever, she have to have some kind of feelings for this man to pick her up when she's pregnant, go through life with her, with a baby, send her to school and all this and that, make her life better for her when the baby father was not there. So she had to be conversating with this baby father to come to this conclusion where she's at right now.
All right.
Go on. Now the next thing is that his parents probably see what kind of woman she was. That's why they got rid of their son to send him away. And he could not have seen what his parents seen. That's another conclusion I come to too.
All right. Let me just address them one at a time. So the first one, that she had to have been conversing with the baby father. That is not necessarily the case, right? It is not unusual for people to not be in touch with somebody for a long time and still remain in love with them. And when them turn up, it's just like, well, yesterday I did talk to you after years of not talking to them. That is not unusual, right? On your second point, so but to be specific then, it's possible that she and him they were not conversing over the 5 years, and that him just turn up back and all those emotions are just like, reignited inside of her. So that is possible. The second point is that the parents could have seen, something in her that didn't please them. Yeah, but that is irrelevant with respect to the man's responsibility. If you go there and you breed the woman, you are responsible. So even if the parents see something in her with them not like, that doesn't excuse them for having him to deny his paternity to the child and then, send him off and things. So she could have been the worst of the worst. Him still breed and brought an innocent child in the world. And a man must be responsible, right? That's all. You understand? So I think that point is irrelevant whether or not she was a good person or a bad person. You breed the woman.
Yes, which is true. But here's the other thing, Raga, is that, my question, you're going to play with a man's emotions this way after 5 years? And I understand. Completely understand. You know who you're talking to, right?
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you can recall a conversation we had about a couple of weeks ago on the phone with my dilemma, right. I told you she's still in love with her ex-husband.
Right.
So I understand, she's probably still in love with the baby father, but for 5 years, you don't know if this man is dead or alive. You don't know anything about this child. He has, he probably haven't support his child or whatever, and he come back because she's at hope that he is. It's about her. Number one, it's about her. Like you say, it's not about the child. It's about her. Because she's not even sure if this man is going to take her back to the States or wherever.
Mm-hmm.
She's hoping. All right, and it's about her. It's not about the kid. It's not about the kid and her. It's about her. Now, suppose the baby father.
Hold on. No. Even though she referred to it, and she said, "This is an opportunity for me." We don't know if she's actually thinking like that. I'm particularly so on the basis that a lot of mothers would say, "Yo, this is an opportunity for me." And they're actually thinking about the interests of their child too. So it is possible that she said, this is an opportunity for me to go to foreign to make life better for my child. So you don't know if she's just being selfish right there, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, well, that's just my little input. Anyway, right. All the masses down here at American Airlines cargo in Miami, here in New York.
All right, yeah. Big up all of the American Airlines family and thing. Big them up and thing, man. Enough respect and thing, all right?
All right. Be good.
But I've seen that somebody just posted in the chat on the YouTube side, not the Facebook side, that Judge Ketanji Brown was just voted by the Senate to be confirmed as the first black female Supreme Court justice, as we knew she would, particularly given the three Republican senators who support her, as in Lisa Murkowski from Alaska, William named from Ohio, and also Collins from Maine and things. So we should give thanks for that, even though she had to go through a very racist and really awful hearing where Lindsey Graham, Ted Cruz, Tom Cotton, and of course Josh Hawley. For those of you not familiar, these are senators who are jockeying to run for president in 2024. And they basically subjected her to a most racist line of questioning that deliberately was aligned with the ridiculous assertions from what is referred to as QAnon here, which is that Democrats have a cabal. That's the term used, a cabal, led by Hillary Clinton and others, that is involved in pedophilia, and that it was run out of a basement of a pizzeria. It was headquartered and run out of a basement of a pizzeria in Washington, D.C. By the way, the pizzeria doesn't even have a basement. They said it was run out of the basement, and that they are sexually exploiting children. As absurd as that is, 49% of the Republican base believes it is true. These senators know that they believe it is true, and they just found some way to attempt to assassinate the judge, Ketanji, to align her with that in an effort to position themselves to be beneficial for the upcoming presidential run in 2024. So she was subjected to that. That is where America is. But I want to say congratulations to her that she has been confirmed. It's a liberal replacing a liberal, so the court is still a 6-3 court in favor of the Republicans. And even though the Chief Justice John Roberts has turned out to be a swing vote, at times when he swing, it's still a 5-4 court. So we're destined to see, particularly coming this summer, when most Supreme Court pivotal decisions are made, where we would be witnessing a dramatic change in the facade of the United States of America. But again, congratulations to Judge Ketanji, you know. Anyway, we proceed with our little thing right here. So, would it? Okay. So, we're dealing with this thing, all right? So, I think at this point, let me just share some things with you. Let me just read this back and just share some things with you. Again, this is what the woman posts. I got this off Twitter. Again, I was dating a guy. When I got pregnant, his parents forced him to deny the pregnancy. Then they sent him to the United States, leaving me with the pregnancy. 2 months later, I met a guy who decided to be with me, even though I was pregnant for someone else. He supported me right through birth. After giving birth, he enrolled me in a training center and paid for it all. It's been 5 years since we've been together. My whole family knows him. He plans to gift me in 3 months. But the problem is my baby daddy is back. Her baby daddy has apologized to her. She said he has apologized to me and is ready to take me back with his child. I confess I'm still in love with him. He might take me to the States with him. This is an opportunity for me. I want to go back with him, but I'm afraid to hurt the other man. How do you make him understand that he doesn't feel betrayed and hurt? It's true that he made a lot of sacrifices for me, but I must not be a hypocrite towards him, because in my heart, he is not my kind. Give your humble advice. People, from this, I just want to share the following with you. Attraction, broadly speaking, can be externally based or internally based. It can be both, but one usually dominates. Again, let me just say that. When people are attracted to somebody, and the way people are, what defines love for people, it can be externally based or internally based. Externally based is primarily what that person can do for you in terms of what them can give you, what they can provide to you, what they'll do for you. Externally based attraction de-emphasizes what the person experiencing the feeling can do for the other person. It de-emphasizes that side. The priority is not what they can do for the person, but what the person can do for them. Internally based attraction is generally something that is intangible inside of you, defines the attraction. So internally based attraction is like That's a nice man. That's a nice woman. That's a caring man. That's a caring woman. That's a compassionate man, a compassionate woman. It is not focused on what the person can materially provide to you. So, internally based attraction focuses on the untouchable qualities of the person, where you don't have to have some object that demonstrate the quality of the person. The person have to give you money. The person have to buy a car. The person have to paint your house or whatever and all them something there, you know. You just know that the person is a caring person. You know that the person believes in God. You have some people like, you know, oh, this man, you know, its conviction is to the church and God. That is an internally based thing. That has nothing to do with what the person can do for you. So you have people who are attracted to people like that. Where many of us experience problems. Hold on 1 second. Uh-oh. One second. Yeah. Where a lot of us experience problems is when we don't understand that distinction. When you're getting involved with somebody, it's generally important to determine if this person is attracted to you or if this person loves you primarily for reasons external or for reasons internal. Now, irrespective of which side dominates, you could be happy in the relationship. I have a relative in my family. She's externally based. Her thing is, you know, her gentleman. She have a gentleman, and she said, him can knock on my door any time of night. Because her gentleman is the man that where she was building a house, and he was just so helpful. I help her to build the house. When him come our yard, him just want to see something we need for do, and him jump around and do it. And she just thinks that that is just so incredibly sexy. He's a provider. And she swears by him. She's loyal to him. She don't look for no other man but him. But it's externally based. It doesn't matter to her how him feel about certain things. What matters to her is what him do. So it's an empirical, measurable reasons for her to determine that this is the man for her. And it worked for her. And is a very nice relative, caring relative. But that is just her thing. She not care about him philosophy or what him want think, but what is what him do for her. Which go back to what the caller did I say. Pay attention to what go on in the person head in terms of what them a do for you. So if you there with somebody and the person is externally oriented, but dog nyam your supper, if there is somebody else out there where they're internally oriented with that person in terms of being in love with them. Some women are very clear on that. Them can have the man who excite them. Them can have the man with whom them feel this incredible connection, this psychic bond with this man. And they can be very good at saying, yeah, incredible sex. When I'm around him, I'm happy. He makes me laugh or whatever. But he hasn't really gotten it together as a provider. And he's a little bit laissez-faire in terms of being there for me when material needs come about, Him not know that's something there. And some woman will say, man, I go over there, so I stay right here, so with that man, yeah. Who me know, him a go hold it for me and provide for me and dead it for me no matter what. But some other women, some other women, they will just be like, this is the man who makes me happy. Him treat me like crap sometime, but makes me happy. Him don't love me as much as I love him, but I love him. And that makes me happy. And I want to be happy. What makes him happy? Oh, he's just, the reasons could be he's cute or, come from good family or, all these other reasons that are just internal for her in terms of her value. From a Jamaican reality, some of those things have been, good looking, cute, makes me laugh. Them look at something there, whatever. And when I'm with him, people approve of me more. Society validates me more with him. A set of values, right? So the internal part is values driven, things that are, again, things where you can't touch, Some women are over there. The same goes for men, right? Then in general, some of the things differ from men, men tend to be more sex driven, looks driven and them something there. Or, in terms of approval and them thing there. And women tend to be more security driven, broadly speaking. So in this case, it was this man was there were some external properties that he provided for her, but internally, she never had a connection there with him. Again, the cliche is, oh, I love him and I appreciate him what him do for me and the sacrifices, but I was never in love with him. So it was an external thing for her with this man. That she reached a point now where when the baby father forward, whatever internal connection she have with the baby father from foundation, it still did it, like Puss stated. And to her, that form of happiness supersede the fact that that the 5-year man made all these sacrifices for her and did all those things for her. So when the option come up now, if she go back to the baby father, in her mind, she can be happier with the baby father. Which doesn't mean that she will be happier with the baby father. But I submit that is just a subjective definition also, because you all know you have people who are happy in situations where, from your observation, they're not being treated good, but them still happy. Them happy, You think them shouldn't be happy, but them happy because them have the good looking guy or the good looking girl or whatever, but them happy, or them in the right family, or them might get this and them might get that or whatever, type of thing, But there is a distinction. Almost always, when you're there with somebody, it's either a stronger side on the external side, or it's stronger upon the internal in terms of values driven, principle driven, you know? And then the people who focus on the external, the principle side could have no 100 and thing, but me I get what me forget, him a do what him need to do for me, him a give me what I want, she a give me what I want, whatever, and them good. Then you have some other people now, is like, I'm coming to your caller, you have some other people now, is like, why she not 100 years so in terms of pull our own weight, in terms of pulling our resources together or providing. She not 100 years so in terms of doing certain things to me and whatever and things like that. But I love her because of how she stay. I love her because of how she caring, or I love her because religion very often play a strong role with them, something there. But it's just values driven, you know? And sometimes people don't understand them distinction there. And then when things don't work out, they might try to make an externally oriented person internal. Or they might try to make an internally oriented person external. And you can't change people. And very often people just go with what they're happy with. And they must stay with one side for a while, like she, until something better come. We make them, quote, happy, end quote. Good afternoon, caller. What's up?
Yeah, afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reggae, last night, we just tuned into the show because I was out on the streets, so I just call it. I didn't even turn on my computer yet or anything, but because I did up on the road, I do some business and so forth.
See.
Last night, I did call you from the radio there, but we just want to make a point. It's a point we did try to make out to the artists them. They need to go back to the drawing board and fix them business properly, publish it properly. That's what me I try to point out. Go to the drawing board and put them music properly.
Hold on, let's give the listeners your context, because you're referring to the Grammy Award being given to it's a white group. The group is white. Is it white?
Yeah, white group.
It's a white reggae group. From which state again? Virginia, right.
Yeah.
And you were a little bit uncomfortable with that, and then I made the point, one, reggae is an international musical genre, right? So it follows then that if it's an it's very much international across all the continents, except Alaska, except the uninhabited continent. Wait, name they down at the South Pole. But reggae is everywhere.
Texas.
Right? Yeah, Antarctica, right? But reggae is everywhere. So if reggae is everywhere, and people are, reggae is regionalized and nationalized everywhere, as I explained to people, when I went to Ethiopia, there's a whole reggae culture there where nobody know about. When I went to Ghana, there's a whole reggae culture there where nobody know about. When I went to Japan, there's a whole reggae culture there with a whole bunch of artists. Them just not global, but them they're really into reggae music and thing. The same thing when I went to Brazil. All right, so reggae is international. So if reggae is international people are going to be nominated for it, and international people can win it. So we need to get over this thing that is only Jamaicans must win it and thing. And the second point I want to make is that I made last night is that whether people like it or not, the way these awards go, they also pay attention. One of the criterion that they pay attention to, one of the criterion of the many criteria that they pay attention to is how much support the artists get in sales. And that this group, what them name Soldier or what them one name?
Soldier name.
They have performed phenomenally and incredibly supported and have sold tons and tons and tons and tons of their recording because they're good. So if Jamaica Jamaicans are going to get up and complain all the time, but that win the award and whatever. When many Jamaicans don't even buy reggae music. Them not support reggae music. Only not have no chat for make right this one. All right? So you were saying now that the Jamaican artists, them need to do what? Explain.
They need to go back to the drawing board and publish them things properly.
Okay.
I mean, like album. If I'm making an album, what is on the album? Like if it's dancehall or is it reggae?
Yeah.
You know you're different upon that one, because you know that.
No, right.
Yeah, so you know, straight up front, them need to do them thing there.
Seeing.
You know, to publish them thing there.
Seeing.
I
agree with it right there, son. You know, I agree with
it. Yeah, that's the point me I try to make last night or through the time. Me just remember say yes, you are come to the song. We just try talk it out back again and then we say Jamaican artists, we need to get together, getting the stuff, publishing the stuff properly and all of that. It probably the government they need to get involved and try to fix the industry. You know.
They don't bet on that, you know. Them only come in when things go on good.
Well, anyway, they so we can catch up with the
yeah, man, respect, man.
boys champs and girls champs. They are watch it right now because of the 100 bucks me have and so forth. But I don't know. So,
blessings, man. Cool.
You know, Calabar, everything. You know,
straight. Rabala.
Yeah.
For no, don't.
All right.
Blessings, man. Cool. Yeah, man.
Blessings.
Okay, people, the number is 646-880-9161. We are on the upside of about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. I am here until 5 o'clock, so I better call in. No, you know, come done 5 o'clock today. On the money. All right, calling boy, anything you want to call in, pan, or if you don't want to call in, pan, the Twitter post that I'm dealing with today, which I think is relevant in many ways. You know, while I feel for the brother who did that affair, you know, I always try to look on both sides, even the side where I disagree with. I am not a woman, right? Nor am I a mother. And that there's a distinction there. It's a whole different world in just being a woman, you know, and also being a woman and a mother. I can't fully understand what women go through when them have to deal with that thing that's the father of my child. And I'm going to try everything possible to work it out with the father of my child. I may not end up with him, but if there's a chance, an opportunity to work it out with the father of my child, I'm going to go for it. It's that important. And that importance also transfers to the child. I can't really fully understand that. But I also know that very often that theme is at work in when women are making those type of deliberations, you know? Hello, greetings.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm calling, but this is not a melee. This is something real happening.
Yeah.
A guy called me from Jamaica. I'm in New York.
Yeah.
So this guy called me from Jamaica, and he says, I'm looking for someone to talk to. So I says to him, why? So my spirit crossed. And so then after like cursing out this guy like 3 times he calls, My friend called me from Jamaica and tell me the man is your family. You understand what I'm saying?
What? So this person just call you out of the blue and say, "I look for
Out of
somebody."
the blue, out of the blue. I don't know where he received my number from. So I have someone check this guy out. So he tells me that the house that I grew up in Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
I left Jamaica when I was 13 years old. And this man tells me that my grandfather is his father. I nearly died yesterday. So I'm so upset because I'm saying that my grandfather was having sex when my father was having sex. It's driving me crazy. And then he tells me we're both the same age.
Hold on. Whoa. Your grandfather is his father?
Yes, he said, and then he says that his mother take him from Kingston and bring him to the country, but I don't know what parish. But he says that his mother takes him from Kingston and bring him to his grandmother in the country. And the lady who I'm telling you called me to tell me what I needed to know.
Mm-hmm.
She said she was looking for someone to like work for her while she's down there in Jamaica, and she's fuck up the same person. It's like I'm going crazy here. I don't understand if this is a phone call or nothing. So guess what? I called my sisters them, and now they're on their way to Jamaica next week to go find this man who claimed to say he is our grandfather's son. And then guess what he did last night? He sent me a picture of my grandfather. Oh, I nearly die again. I thought, what is going on? Why this man happened to just buck up on my number just like that? What do you think?
So, but did he tell you how he got your number?
He did not tell me how he got my number because I'm so angry with this man. I had to go call my sisters and my brothers and let them know that this is going on in my ear.
So him never tell you how him get? Did you ask him how he got your number?
I cursed that man out so bad. It's a shame for me to call back this man to tell him how did he retrieve my number.
Oh, but what were you angry with him about?
I was arguing with him like he tells me he was looking for. He said, "I'm calling you because I'm looking for a woman in New York City." So I said, "You're looking for a woman in New York City?" That's how it started out.
Right.
And then 2 nights after he calls back again, and I'm like, I don't want no Jamaican man. I don't want no Jamaican man.
Who say I don't want no Jamaican man? Who say I don't want no
I'm telling him that I don't want no Jamaican man. So he started telling me I don't want no manners. I'm disrespecting him. And I said, I'm not disrespecting. I said, I don't know.
But when him call you, him never did put arguments here or nothing. Him they just say him. Did he refer to you as his relative?
No, he did not reference me. It's me asked some girl that I know there to go check this guy out because the house where I grew up.
Hold on. You said that already, but what I want to know, when him call you, what him did want, what him say him did want, when him.
He said he's looking for a friend in New York City. That's what he started.
So when him call him, say him just look for a friend in New York City. So, so how the person who tell you say, are you a relative? How that person knew who this man was?
Because I told him what he tells me, and he tells me where this person is, and I said that the man said he used to live into the same yard that I worked when I was a child, and that's why she went there to go check out who's this guy. And then when the lady hear all these conversations, she calls me back to tell me, so the man told him that my grandfather is his father. I'm going crazy.
Okay, so just to be clear, so what are you upset about?
I'm upset because I can't believe my grandfather was having sex the same time my father was having sex to make me.
Oh,
he's an old man.
You don't believe, you're upset that your grandfather was having sex and a breed woman the same time your father was having sex and a breed woman. You upset with that?
Yes,
Okay, but you think that is unusual?
I don't know. Okay. All right then. Let's
Let me be a little bit blunt with you.
Uh-huh.
You have children?
Yes, I do.
All right. Are those children having sex?
Because they grown now. They can have sex as long as they want.
Right. Are you and you're still being intimate?
I'm not being not intimate. No, I'm not.
No, but if you wanted, you could be intimate though, right?
You know what? Focus on this man who actually called me out of the blue.
No, I'm just saying, with reference to what you're upset about. I just wanted to understand that it's not unusual that, your grandfather was having sex and your father was having sex too at the same time. That is not unusual. I guess what you're a little bit upset about is that him breed somebody at the same time when your father breeds somebody, right?
I'm telling you, that is so embarrassing.
Also, at that beat, you say it's embarrassing, right?
And the man waited 53 years to come, and I don't know how listen to what he tells my sister when I call them. I tell them, and then I gave her my girlfriend number, and she's the one that gave her more information, and she says that, oh my God, I'm so mad right now. He says that his mother, right? Mm-hmm. His mother had to give him a name, Williams. But we're not Williams. But he says that his mother gave him his name as Williams, and he says that Dream came to him one night and told him that you are not a Williams. You got to go look for your family. And he says that as a grown man, he came back to the same yard that he know his mother used to go frequently at. And this is the story coming out now at this time in my life. Ridiculous.
Okay, so what do you plan to do about it? What do you plan to do about it?
You know what I'm planning to do? If my sister take the plane and go down there and go and meet this man who actually sending us picture of her own grandfather, that's another problem. My grandfather died, but it's just that this person is coming up with this conversation. Do you think we should go down there and take a blood test?
If you think you should go down there and do what?
Take a blood test.
I don't know what you're going to do and how best to investigate it, but if you want to establish some relationship with this person, I would strongly advise you to engage in some form of investigation to determine with a certain degree of surety that this man is who he says he's supposed to be. Darling, there's so many scams out there, and some of them are so sophisticated. Some of these people, they do the research and thing and whatever, and them call people a foreigner and say this and that. So I think it is prudent for you to be careful and run in and find out what you need to find out first. Now, how far that finding out need to go, whether it's blood test or whatever, that is your call. But I would certainly support you there to say, don't just believe what people call and tell you, from Jamaica or whatever. But find some way.
So you think my own girlfriend would be scamming up with this total stranger?
Let me be blunt with you. What him say could be true, and what him say could be a lie. Because it's kind of weird hold on. It's kind of weird that him call you and say him just wants somebody to talk to and be friend with.
Yeah, but remember.
But then it's somebody else I tell you say him or so and so him never say it to you. That's kind of weird. That is
But what I'm saying to you, when I asked her to go to that location, and she back up with the person, because remember I gave the person name, and she went there, right? She went there, and the man was having this conversation, because I don't get when I called my girlfriend at night, really, because I'm coming in from work right now, but I'm saying that when I called there and I'm talking to her, she wanted to, she started getting curious, right? And she said, where you get this guy number from? I said, this man called me all of a sudden. And then she wanted to go find out who this person is.
Here we
And they come
go
back.
on. Here we go on. We're not going to investigate this thing first before we run in and accept him based on what him say, yeah?
But the man tell me, but listen to what the man said to me last night. This is going on from last week and on. This is not just happening. I'm just telling you now, and I'm talking to you by just trying to push everything into one. But that man tells me last night, you should call me uncle. I say, are you crazy? My grandfather is not a cheater.
Well, you don't know if your grandfather is a cheater, and he needs to be a little bit careful demanding that you call him. Just call you out of the blue. You never talked to him before, and I say, yo, you need to call my uncle and show some respect. So he needs to be a little bit, he needs to calm down with that and check himself, all right? But your priority right now is to, as much as possible, to determine if he is who he says he is, you know, and do an independent investigation to determine that. How you going to go about that, I don't know. That's your call, but you have to find out first, yeah? But don't just go by what you say, yeah? All right?
All right, thank you very much for the advice. Thanks.
All right, blessings. Cool. Okay, the number is 646-880-9161, 646-880-9161. You know. Take a sip of my little thing right there. So. Yo, I'm hungry. Tell me I do the show, I'm hungry because I don't eat. I don't eat in the morning. That is not good, isn't it? That is just not good. I'm hungry. Butter me right, you know, don't. And of course, one shouldn't drink when they're hungry. Well, drink alcohol, you know what I mean? 646-880-9161, 646-880-9161. Christina, we all laugh. Oh, God. This is what I do. You just have to roll with the flow. Hello?
Hey, Reggae?
You did call before?
Yeah.
You mind if I make somebody else try calling? No vex, here.
All right, go ahead. No, it's okay.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Okay. I know some people did a try calling and never get in, so I can't call now. Because I sooner call it or come in when I was on other calls. So I'm going to try calling now. Remember, we have 38 minutes to go. All right. 646-880-9161. 646-880-9161. All right. Make it happen right now. Because when I have a style when the show are done, the whole on are calling. All right. Oh, God, yo. You know, if even like pizza. If even like a pizza, you know. I should order a pizza. Yeah, order some food or something. What time is it? Yo, 646-880-9161, 646-880-9161. God, I gotta order. I have to order something. I'm hungry. Thieving Uber Eats. Uber Eats, them charge this, them charge that. Two tools, your bill fly up. Greetings, caller. Vara. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Brother?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I'm having some problems, you see.
Yeah.
Maybe for the way I was brought up, but kind of, early 40s, but I'm having some issues. I'm seeing some issues developing over time.
Okay.
Where relationship is concerned.
Okay.
All right. So, my mother and father never really did it for me.
Right.
But my father went away when I was 7. My mother had to work, and so she never really did it. She was there, but not really there. Okay.
Okay.
But then I went in a serious relationship for about 9 years. And then I get a bus. And I left. And I travel abroad. At that time, I was still involved with my son's father. Get one child. All right. But it's over almost 10 years now. And every time we get involved in a relationship, it's like we start off good, and then we go into the little phase where me not care no more, me not show no interest, and so I'm wondering if it has to do something with my past, my childhood. And then it keeps coming back to say, oh, you don't know what you want, you don't know what you want, you don't know what you want. And so I'm kind of been battling with it for a while now, because it's like I end up in that relationship and start another one, and it's like as soon as it reaches a certain period, it's like me just get withdrawal and I really show the interest with the other person I put. And I can't understand. It's like me not care.
Right.
Me not care.
You just not care.
And me just not care. And them could have do whatever them are doing to show the love.
Right.
It's just a me just not care. And I'm trying to battle with what's really going on with me.
All right.
It has something to do with because my parents was an absentee parents. I kind of developed that over time, but it wasn't like that before. I don't know what really get me in that space there or that mindset for just not really care.
One, what you're talking about here, just so you know, it's actually very common. But the reasons for it is they can be so wide and varied. You have a whole heap of reasons where that could cause it, right? But basically, you're saying that you have this thing that you get in a relationship and you are going good, and every relationship you get in, you just reach a point where you don't care about the relationship anymore, and you just want to come out of it and move on to something else.
It's when you say, well, come out of it, all right, so we are dating, we are going fine, and then the person will call me or text me, I'm always see it as a child.
They can't bother.
And then we cost get mad or I can't answer my call. Why? But it's like the interest is just not really there. It's not that everyone left the relationship, you know. It's just that the interest is not really there. And only if you say I in love, or me just another person, the other right person, or me just a search for something when I get, or I am a bit confused.
Okay.
Cause me a search for answers.
So when you go through these Have you ever been in a relationship that you wanted to like last forever?
Yes.
Okay. And what happened in that relationship?
When cheat, we decided to get a second chance. Then
Who cheated?
he cheated.
He cheated, and then what happened?
We work on it, we talk about it, and we decide to give it another chance. Then we just end up left.
When he cheated, what was the impact on you? How did it affect you?
Hurtful.
I'm sorry. Your phone.
Emotional.
Hold on. Are you on speakerphone, Bluetooth, or earpiece?
No.
Okay. All right. So when he cheated on you, how did it affect you?
I was emotionally drained. We just separated.
I'm not really. Sometimes your phone a chip out, I don't know why.
Probably depends on where.
Yeah. It did mash you up, or it was like you were disappointed and you got over it eventually? What was it?
Mash me up.
Huh?
It did mash me up, but we did talk about it and get past it.
Right, but it did mash you up. And you talk about it and get past it. And after you talk about it and get past it, what happened after that?
We went back. We were involved for another 5, 6, 7 years.
And then?
And then we were trying to conceive and it didn't work. So we just left.
You're trying to conceive. You're trying to get a child and it never worked, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. And then since that time, you have never been in a relationship that you wanted to work and go the distance, correct?
Right.
Right.
No. All right. So then when I left, I started talking to my baby father, and we talked about 3 years, and then I get pregnant, and then we break up.
Oh.
So in essence, I've never been in another relationship that goes the distance of how many years.
Okay. And then the breakup, when that breakup happened with your baby father, was it to the you know, as best you can tell me, like what led to the breakup? Was it him end up a leave, or him end up a do something or cause a breakup, or was it you, or what happened? Or was it on both sides, or what happened?
Well, I see him cheating again. I find out him a cheat, and then I left.
Okay. And but you wanted it to work with your baby father, right?
Yes, I wanted it, but it seems to me that he didn't want it.
It seemed like him never wanted.
Right.
Given that the relationship that you spent so much time in before your baby father, and it ended up that that one didn't work primarily because you couldn't conceive. And was it a big deal for you that you conceived with your baby father?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it happened unexpectedly. It was a shock.
But you wanted a child.
Yes.
And did you go through that thing where, wow,
I was reaching the 3 mark, and I was questioning why everybody getting pregnant around me and I'm not getting pregnant.
Right. So when you finally get pregnant with your baby father, it was a big deal, right?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think about man? You think men can be trusted in relationship?
Yes. Once we have a conversation about things and be genuine and straightforward with things. Yes.
So you think it can happen, right?
Yes.
The men that you have been dating, and then you're basically, I'm going to use a strong word here. All
Yes.
right. So the men that you have been dating, and basically, you kind of end up just sabotage them type of relationship because you never feel comfortable. So you do look at things when I make them work because you say your word. You just reach a point where you just not care. Any of them people that you did want to go the distance with them?
Yes.
And why you didn't go the distance with them?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
But just because for me, I think me have some little ways that I need to let go in terms of I want to say revenge or being spiteful. If
Elaborate on that. Revenge or being spiteful. Some little ways where you need. What? Explain that for me.
because for me, if we have a discussion on a topic and you say, oh, I would never cheat or I would never, I only take your money, I only take up your card and go spend off all that money off of your card. And then I find out that you take my card without my permission and spend my money. I am going to get back revenge for what you did. I wonder if you understand what I said.
Oh, so you've been in position where these relationship is that help me to understand. Because remember, you say some little things where you need for deal with it. But it sounds to me like you're saying you've been in these situations, the men them end up and do something bad to you where you have to get back at them for. Am I hearing you correctly?
Yes, all right. So if they cheat, for me, if we have a discussion on cheating and you say, well, man and man, and we decide, say, I'm going to do my little thing out there, I'm not show it in your face. It's okay as long as we talk about it. But if you go behind my back and you cheat, as long as me find out, we go left. And me go left you in a time when you don't expect me to left you.
But so these relations. So remember now we're talking about the relationship them where you end up not care, right?
Yes.
And you brought up
most of them have to do with they cheat.
So explain to me if most of them have to do with cheating and it's the man them a cheat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, not you. I know you a cheat. Them a cheat, right? Most of them, right? So if most of them have to do with cheat, what are you when you say there are some things where you have to work on? What are you referring to there?
Because me will suspect so them a cheat, and then me start plan from there.
So you suspect so them a cheat.
Yes.
So
me start plan and me start sabotage the relationship.
Exactly. So all these relationships that you have been in, where you suspect say them a cheat, and then you start planning your sabotage the relationship. I could go back to the question when I ask you. You trust man?
To a percent.
Okay, so when you suspect say them a cheat and thing, and you start sabotage the relationship, in these instances, you did prove say them a cheat?
Yes.
So you prove it's them a cheat. So you did confirm it's them a cheat.
Yes, man. I have my ways to go in the phone and get all of what I need.
Right. Okay. Then there's more going on here, but what we have revealed thus far is that You just don't have any tolerance for cheating. And when you're not a tolerance for cheating, you withdraw. You're not committed to the thing anymore. Because I just go by what you're saying. Okay? You're saying those instances, you confirm. So they are cheaters. And once you confirm so the man a cheat, because there's a possibility, that you can think them a cheat and them not cheat. But I just go by what you say. You say you have confirmed that in these instances when you sabotage the relationship, you confirm so them a cheat. And once you confirm so them a cheat, right? You
I
start,
have the proof on my laptop.
Okay. So in that sense, then you're not doing anything wrong. You just can't deal with a cheater. And most of the men them you have dated, they have been cheaters. So I don't.
Yes.
Unless the question is, if you ask, am I doing something where cause man for cheat? Well, that's a different matter. But if it is that them a cheat, all these relationships where you just end up don't care and you allow it. Worse if you and them will a reasoning say, yo, this are the agreement, and then breach the agreement. And if them breach the agreement and you end up a sabotage them, then you're not doing anything wrong.
All right, so then, Raga, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why man cheat? Why, if it's not working out, you don't come straight forward to say, listen, I think things don't work out between us,
What? The question is why men cheat? Listen, listen, there's no one answer for that. There's no one answer for that, darling.
Okay,
Yeah.
so why I am the one, why me always I choose the one them where I cheat?
Well, that is can I suggest that you not be too hard on yourself with it, right? If you have been in several relationships, and in most of those relationships the men ended up cheating, it's not good, and I understand that it's understandable that you're gonna be thinking like, am I doing something wrong? At the end of the day, they made a choice, They made a choice. Is it possible that you could probably say have some attitudinal issues there that just turn off man? Possible, but if them cheat and you never cheat, they are in the wrong, not you. They are in the wrong. Is it possible that there's some things there where you need to work on? It's possible, but they're just flat on the surface. If you have dated several men and they have all been cheaters, are them wrong or are you wrong?
Yeah, but they have me questioning myself. Why? I'm at home doing all these things that you going out doing what you want to do, and then when I find out, I must just forgive you and pretend as if nothing happened.
Well, and that is a separate issue, and then we can get into this. There's the issue of like, you're Jamaican, so you very often you have Jamaican women. So, me nah no luck with man. You know that you hear that phrase there, right? Me nah no luck with man, right? And there's the issue where a lot of those women who say them nah no luck with man, it's because they're dating a particular type of man, and them always choose that type of man. So, I'm just giving one example. I'm not saying that it's you. I'm just saying that there could be something that you need to pay attention to on your side in terms of the type of men that you date, right?
Or the type of man that is attracted to me.
Well, listen, the type of man that is attracted to you, at some point you still made a choice who you go and date, don't it?
Yes.
Right, okay. So don't focus on the type of man that is attracted to you. Focus on the type of man that you choose for date. That is what you can control. And it's who you are chose that can perhaps be resulting in that repetition of the same thing happening over and over again. And and if I may push and press a little bit, sometime when, and I'm putting on my counselor hat now, Anytime I'm talking to people about a situation like that, and them say, "Oh, the type of man who attracted to me," it's a bit of a deflection because what that speaker is saying is it's not really my fault. It's who attracted to me, and they're giving it the impression that they're not making a choice, as if them just there with who is attracted to them, and that's it. And them I make a mistake when they're really making a choice. Because very often in those situations, when people say, "Oh, the type of man who attracted to me," there are other men attracted to them who them not like, and them not attracted, and them never choose to deal with them man there. But them still a choose a certain type of man. You follow what I say?
Yes.
So perhaps, let me give you an example. When I was at the University of the West Indies, students very often come and talk to me. And a lot of female students especially, they come and talk to me. And one of the things I noticed was that a lot of them would date DJs and them would date top man and all them thing there. And when the man they have other woman, they will get upset and be like, "But sir," in Jamaica, them picking them students call them teachers sir and miss, right? So them will say like, "But sir, I've done so much for him, or we could be so happy together, or we could be so this and I'm like, yes, but you're dating a DJ. You're dating a very popular DJ. But sir, so and so, and those other, you're dating a popular DJ. You're dating a popular Jamaican DJ. Don't be surprised if that DJ have other woman, or you're dating a top man from so and so, or you're dating a this and that playboy from so and so. But sir, so and so, and I'm like, no, these are the type of men you're dating. It's either you're going to put up with it or leave it alone. Right?
Okay.
So I don't know if you're in that position in terms of the type of men that you end up dating. But that is possible. That the type of men you end up dating, that you choose to date, it is not surprising that them man they are galleys. That is possible. Even though I still hold, if you're dating and the man them a cheat and you can't deal with cheating, and once them start cheat, there are all kinds of issues come up, and the whole issue like, okay, who is this person? Is she better off than me? You give them more attention, or I mean, I want to go through that pain there, when we did go through with so-and-so, when we did that date him, and that was painful, and me have an aversion to it. There's all kinds of stuff come up, but if them a cheat, I know your fault. If them a cheat and you not cheat, I know your fault. So right, we just want to be clear about that. However, it is possible, and it has happened over and over, that you could be choosing, the type of men who, an objective observer from the other side be like, but yeah, them the money who you date, them are going to be cheater. You understand? That is possible.
Okay.
Okay? In general, if you use broad strokes to say, these are the type of men that I've been dating, what would those broad strokes be? Like, in terms of qualities, or them stay?
Well, them kind and caring and stuff, and they're helpful and
caring. Okay, and helpful. Okay, go on.
But brother, listen, this is what I'm saying. If you come straight up to me and say, listen,
you will work with it.
We will work with it, but don't tell me we make up promise to each other. We come up with an agreement and then you go and break it.
Mm-hmm.
And men don't like to be cheated on. And then as soon as I find out, I'm going to take a step backward. Me now go wash and cook and clean and give you sex as you want it.
Okay. And you say basically them not straight up with it that way, the way you prefer them straight up with it, right?
I prefer you straight up with me, you know, things that were going on in the relationship, and give me the choice. I say, listen, make we take a break, make we see what is going on wrong, and if we can't fix it, make we separate. Why are you going to stay and knowing you stop a Marriott tomorrow? I ask me to there, and then you coming home expect me to do all these things.
You want a situation where you want your walla man who just committed to you and you alone only, right?
If I'm committed to you, you're supposed to commit it to me.
All right, and that is what you want.
Yes.
All right. And basically, you don't get that from the man yet who you date.
No. We start off that way, but I'm not sure if there's something that I am doing that I don't realize that I'm doing it.
Okay, so let me ask you a blunt question. If you were to push yourself, and to say, all right, there's a thing where me do a turn off man after a while, or there's a thing about me where man turn off man after a while, or there's a thing about me where spoil man after a while, and I make them start think them can't take me for granted. If you were to push yourself, what would that be? If something like that exists, it doesn't mean it exists. I'm just asking you. If you were to push yourself, what do you think? You think something?
To look in myself and find out what is it that I might be doing, or my behavior that cause it.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with. I think it has to do. Yes, you're right. I think it has to do with me and probably my attitude towards some things.
Right.
As we said before, you will call me or you will be calling me and say, me just in a mood for talking. Or yet still I don't point it out and say, listen, I'm going to feel like that now.
Yeah.
But you that feel that. Yet when you come in we talk, or I feel like more open up and say something to you now.
Okay.
I'll just ignore the call for the whole day.
Oh, okay. Well, those things can be very significant for men, you know. Particularly if it's men you're dating who have no problem I get woman. And I'm gonna make an assumption here. But you know, sound like somebody who date man who can't get woman. Am I correct?
No. Them look good. Woman go on them.
So I am correct. So I am correct then, right?
Yes.
All right.
Me and him out and woman a flirt with him.
All right. Then.
And I'm up for that.
Right, no, but I'm just saying, you know, you have to be, you know, if the typical man where you date or where you end up involved with, a man where woman will draw him and like them man for different reasons. Whether how them look, how them carry themselves, how them clean, what them do, them work, whatever, you know. If the typical man where you date is like that, but you know, the way you relate to man is you know, if you just go with the whims of your feelings, you know, your whims, and be like, I can't chat to that man or whatever, this and that. And if them man, they are pre them thing they from me, and I say, yo, John would be, you know, 1 minute she cool, but she just moody and she have a look of style, but she just, yo, I'm going to draw for somebody else, I'm going to go out with somebody else, or I can't too feel secure with she, you know. I have to make sure I balance up some other thing out there, you know, because she now move right. Type of thing and whatever that, you know, that may be playing into it. And then, but then the question is then, why are you like that? You know, because, you know, sometimes women are like that. Once a woman start do things for jeopardize the relationship, you know. Once
I am sometimes.
Right. But when I say based on where you go through, you may be like that, you know, once you start get you know, that look vulnerable something there or whatever, like me start feel for that man there. You have some women who just, when time I get in with that man there, them start do certain little thing for kind of back off little bit to some unconscious thing, but you really have to protect yourself, you know? I don't know if that is the case or whatever, but in those instances, the man for understand, say, oh, she at the phase you know, so him have to kind of behave certain way, you know, for prove him loyalty to you and that him really serious about the relationship and thing. And if you can work through that, potentially you can get on a point where it thing solid up between you and him and thing. But if it's a man where just as how you are say, boy, I can't bother whatever. If he must say, I wish you take man for and thing and whatever, and him have options. Him have go for female options and thing if I them type of man there, you did, as opposed to a man who have got
Yeah, but he has options. He might have options, but him still looking him no one let go.
Well, yeah, because why him for Lego? Worse if you look good and you sort out whatever, you're still an option too. So why
Yeah,
should
but
he,
you're not giving him what I want.
Eh?
I want you to, well, probably is my expectation then.
Right. No, well, we'll cover some things and you can match it out as best you can. But there might be some things for you to do on your side for say, all right, this thing I keep recurring this way and that way. We need to do things differently. So there might be some things along those lines where you need to do differently. Or, you know, and while you can be doing
Roger, with Donna Robertson saying big front, what that person mean?
I don't know what you're talking about. What?
I'm talking about you, the wall, the page.
Listen to me. I've said it. When you're talking to me, don't look on the wall. People go on the wall for different reasons. People behave different ways and people enjoy the wall in different ways. And the wall is going to reflect a diversity of opinion. Some people just go up on the wall for make trouble. Some people dip on the wall, them say some harsh things for hide for them insecurities. So when you're talking to me, ignore the wall. Yeah?
Okay.
All right. Not pay the wall, no mind. Not pay Donna Robertson, no mind. All right.
Well, I'm going to try. I know I might have to change some of my ways.
Right. Okay.
Because I want to say I'm selfish, but I'm sometime-ish.
Sometime-ish. Yeah, that can be. And sometime-ish can be synonymous with moody. Moody, right? You have different mood, don't it, right?
Yes.
Right. Yeah, that can be very difficult for people to deal with, you know. I can't tell you as a man. Say, moody woman, they're difficult to deal with, boy. Like, you know, sometime-ish, you know? Because sometime-ish mean you're not consistent, correct? Right?
Yeah.
You're not
this
consistent.
minute I'll be up and the next minute I'll be just in my corner.
Exactly. That can be very difficult. You know, particularly for certain man who, to keep it real, who have options and who can meet somebody else who not sometime-ish, who can easily, you know, go lock in with an option who is not sometime-ish, you know. That can be a little bit challenging, you
But
know.
you know, I explain all of this, I put all of that on the table that sometimes I just want to be with myself in my own space, but then I have to remember that I'm in a relationship and I have to consider the other person's feelings, and I am trying not to hurt.
Yeah, but it don't mean to them I go put up. It don't mean to them I go put up with that. And then it depends on how long you sometime-ish for too, all right? But it don't mean to them I go put up with it. Or them have to put up with it.
A day or two. Couple hours. A day or two depends.
No, but some people who sometime-ish, them sometime-ish all the time, you know? All right, but just match out that and see what you can do differently on your side and see if it make a difference. Yeah.
Okay. So you said looking at myself, fix some things.
No, well, not fix. You're not broken. I'm just saying do some things differently and work on some things. And you say if you need to work on some things within yourself in order to obtain a different result, then fine. But at the same time, I just want to reiterate again, at the risk of sounding redundant, that if it is a case that the most of the man them who you end up a drawer from and a sabotage it, that them a cheat and you can't bother with it, then it's not your fault. You're not doing anything wrong. Nothing is wrong with you. You just have not been dating somebody who don't cheat yet. So you know, but if you need to do something else or do something different in order to try and be with somebody who don't cheat, then perhaps you can do that for yourself. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, man. Blessings, man. Cool. Okay, cool. It's 5 o'clock, people. I'm about to get up out of here. I'll be back next week, Thursday. All right. Next week, Thursday, I'll be back right here, 1 o'clock. And we had a shaky start today and I had to figure out what was going on. And hello?
Yeah, Raga, go on.
Yes.
Mr. Never wrong no cheat, and if Mr. Never wrong get at the woman, Mr. Never wrong with a cheat.
Why?
Come on, some our attitude, anybody that cheat.
What do you mean, anybody that cheat? Explain.
Because she means she don't want to talk to nobody for 24 hours. Like if you're in a relationship, people want to know if you're alright. People want to know if you eat. If a man really care, I'm going to know if you're alright. That's a man's responsibility. Not just a man, but a man's responsibility. And if a man not hear from you, insecure, go start play, all of that.
True.
Come on, you have to talk to people.
True.
Communication is key. You can't just have the man wonder if you're alright. You see me say?
True.
Just like how females need attention, males need attention too.
Okay.
It's not a one-way street, not this relationship thing, yeah. So even if a man go in a relationship and no decide to cheat, based on how the relationship will go, he might go cheat. Like it's a relationship, you have to sacrifice all of that. Come on, man.
So what she need for work, man?
She needs to work on her personality. She needs to work on everything.
And just to be specific, what aspect of her personality you think she need for work, man?
Based on how I listen to her, she can't communicate properly. Because I think I don't know, she does not have that communication skills to me. Like she was willing to communicate, or if she have personal problems that she really want to talk about, she don't know if to talk to somebody about it, and she bottle it up and she take it out from the person. Based on how she talks.
There's some things going on there with her where she not really fully.
Yeah, there's more. Me, I'm sensing there's more than just what she's saying.
Okay.
You understand me? I say, right. But at the end of the day, communication is key. And if you, at the end of the day, if you decide, all right, she says she wants a man for herself when she cheat. Darling, good luck.
What you mean by
good
that?
Luck? Good luck with that one day.
What you mean? Why you say that? What you mean by that?
Because people will always people, even if the man go in a relationship not wanting to cheat, our personality are gonna drive him to cheat, or not say cheat, but at least seek other what do I call it? Seek somebody to talk to, or you understand?
Other outlet of satisfaction.
To talk to, yeah.
So
because if him can't talk to the woman, the woman in here, we might find somebody else to talk to. If him call him woman, him not get her. Him go find somebody else to talk to.
Okay.
Not say him go cheat, but say by talking or seeking other people attention, or you understand, it go lead up to something you never know. So you have to give the man attention just like how the man give you attention. Females feel like some females feel like men don't need attention or men don't have emotions and all of them something. We need to cut out them something, bro.
Okay.
Just like how she would want a man check up on her 24/7. A man want female to call him and say, "Oh, you eat, how you do good, this and that. You come home, food cook and you know the house alright and everything. Cause you go work and come in.
See.
A man want that too. A man want pampering too. A man in come out directly come tell you say, yo, boy, you call me and check up on me now. But if you do it on a regular, trust me, the relationship would be different.
No, it's a very important point you're making. You know, a lot
of
times women can identify certain caveats in the way that men relate to them and, you know, upon the emotional side and in terms of them needs and them something there. And sometimes women don't understand that men need that too. Not only men need it too, sadly, society is such that sometimes when you ever talk about that and say you need that, it's like them want this you and attack, you know, like I say you're soft or you're idiot or whatever, and you know, them look weird and thing. But it's a very important point you're making, you know. So yeah, said that thing that where women are reciprocate and be attentive to the man in certain way and whatever. Yeah, say you are pick up so you not get that from her, right? Like
no. It's like she's not 100% like caring. You understand? If you listen how she talk, it's like she's a don't care person.
Like she don't care.
Yeah, she don't care. You understand?
Okay.
Like it is what it is. Based on how me I listen to her is like it is what it is for her. For her. You understand?
Yeah,
if you want to call him, call. If you don't want to call him, no call.
Which kind of go back to a little thing where me did kind of pick up from her, and she stated it. She never hid it. She said there was something about me when I just reach a point where I not care. She said that, right? But to her credit though, that is the reason for her calling though. So you have to be fair with her. That's because what you have identified, you know. That is the reason for her calling. She's saying, listen, there's something up when I just reach a point where I just not care. And I just want to know, I want to go on. That's why I just reach this point where I not care. Right? That is the reason for her calling. And she also said, and she volunteered, she said, yeah, me have some little ways about me where, you know, me need for work. And so she kind of know, she kind of have a sense of the very same thing what you are saying, that there's something going on with her. The issue then becomes, why are you like that? Which I think is tied to some experiences she had before. And I'm not so sure the experiences is she gone way back to her parents. I don't necessarily think it has something to do with her parents. It could or whatever, I don't know. But I think it has something to do with the relationship she had before, where there was a kind of protective mechanism in her behavior where once things reach a certain level, you know, that's something that where you go through pain before, so you now go back this way again. So
no, but you can protect, you can be in you can get hurt, be in a relationship, but still protect yourself because you keep on saying over and over upon the show. Like, when I never sign a contract for nobody cheat, at least you are going in a relationship. You have to expect that the person will cheat.
No, I never said expect that the person will cheat. I've never said
not really expect, but at least
if it happens, if it happens, you know. Now, what I always say is, don't go in any relationship believing that somebody will never do something. The person will never do something. That is fundamentally flawed, right?
So it's for you to protect and handle your feelings. So if it do happen, then you know, say, all right, it's just another failure. There's good people out there we can meet up on, but with that attitude and mindset, you're not gonna ever, even if you meet the person, you're not gonna ever keep the person. You understand?
Even if you what?
Even if you meet the person.
Yeah.
You understand? Because you can meet the person and you don't know because the person don't open up to you fully because in his mind, in his or her mind, in them see some red flags. But they are the person.
Right. Yeah, but I think it's fair to say that she's engaging in it. And you know, you have a lot of people like this, and in her case, she don't know why. And it is not uncommon for people not to know why. But there are a lot of people, you know, when they're in a relationship, and once you get in a certain zone, them sabotage it in some way, you know? Them kind of back up or them start behave certain way or whatever. And then the other person now start reacting in a way where, in response to what them I do, we make the relationship now go forward. And very often these people don't know why they do that. And that's so therapy and, you know, somebody who know them I do can help them to understand it. But in fairness to her, that is the very reason she called in.
She
so
called
you have
in,
to credit
yeah.
her for that. She said it. She never blamed the man, them, you know. It took me to ask her a whole bunch of questions for she end up and say, yeah, them cheat and whatever. But in fairness to her, she started and said, no, I want to know why, you know, when me in a relationship, I start behave certain way where I just not care. She said it. But you're right.
You feel like insecurity.
Right, no, but I think she's confirming what you just said. Cause you have said basically, man, I go cheat on you if you have the attitude that way you not care, man. I go sense it, and I go to somebody who care. But you know, but so you're right, you know. But in fairness to her, that is what she said, you know.
Okay.
But then again, but she said the reason why she get like that is when she do her investigation and find out that the man them a move certain way, you know. So let's go back to the other question now. So what type of man you date, you know? You know, type of thing, you know.
But anyway, never take you back Mixup for you. With me with myself.
Let me hear it, no?
Is a thief about Mixup, not a sticky back.
Right, I see, I know, but we hear it.
so
yeah.
when we did the young magazine, I go hard and I get my diploma and them thing then. I work I go hard for electrical. And get one nice little job at JPS.
Yeah.
Have one nice little cafe I go and leave.
Seeing.
Anyway, my first paycheck, I buy her a nice little ring. You understand? I think back then I pay about 6,000 for the ring. First paycheck.
Yeah.
Pay 6,000 for the ring plus dinner and all of that.
Wow. Star boy. First paycheck and you buy your girl a ring.
I tell you, man. Get a girl the ring. It's a promise ring that our end geek with we team them.
Yeah.
Get a girl a ring in front of our people and I feel nice and feel that this cat here are my own. You understand?
Sure. Yeah.
Anyways, but the power ends one day and my girl and one brother me see a pass with the brother hold on the ring finger, we put on the ring in a brother.
the ring finger, I hold on.
A man hold on the ring finger in a brother with the ring on the finger, you know.
Yeah, negative right there, sir. Negative, yeah.
Anyway, brother, been a while her, when I bother say something to her about it, been a while her, you know.
Yeah.
Go for her yard and me get her proper, cause she no be the night and she no wash the night. So she take it off at night time.
Okay, she not being in the ring or washing at the ring. She take it off.
No.
Okay, all right.
Take it off and put it in the case where it coming out.
Yeah.
So our little brother was a taker, you understand?
Yeah.
You know, you understand what I mean?
Yeah, man.
A little brother was a taker.
A little thief, yeah.
So she put it in a little case when we get her and go up her yard one night and me get her proper sort out, 2 with knockout. I wake up in the middle of the night, brother, and thief back the ring put in my pocket.
And thief back the ring and I make her no wiser, though.
Yeah, man, me thief back the ring, man. So I cut early in the morning, go work, you see me?
Yeah.
So, but when she wake up, say about night 10, 11 o'clock, she call me, say, she will tell me something about me not to vex. So I say, what that? She can't find the ring. So I start going bad for the phone and
you mean you can't find the ring? Yo, you
start going bad for the phone.
You know how much a ring they mean when I buy it for your sure.
So me are going to Mr. You know, say my first paycheck, I don't even pay no rent or nothing, my first paycheck.
Yeah.
And you lost the ring?
Yeah.
So we reach at the yard and now reach back at the yard after I done work and we help me. I help her look for a ring, brother. That time I done cash to go like blow and get half of my money back already,
yeah.
I get half of my, because you not get the full price for the ring.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
So when she turned upon the brother and want to say, you thief the ring, Raga. She would have killed the brother with lick. I mean, I watch her beat the brother, she would have hang him. And she go tell the mother and the brother, and the mother would have hang the brother too, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just stand up and me a pray them. I say, yeah, man, I not kill him. So right.
Well, you know that say, yeah, man, kill him with lick. Why you wicked here? I don't know about him do it.
But one more thing again, the correction something there with Mr. Never Wrong. You know, I'm going to battle in a Raga.
Oh.
With when they are tell Mr. him or her or whatever. You know, win a battle.
No, wait.
Hold
on. I'm surprised you even. Oh, for those of you who don't know, this is from Ragashanti Live on a Friday night. There's this caller. Him call every Friday. Him name I gave him the name Mr. Never Wrong because him never wrong yet. But I'm surprised you're even telling me that. When you think,
you're not going.
When you think me I do it with him, you think me I do it with him, forget him for really come around. Eh? Do you really believe that? That is just entertainment. That is just entertainment for radio.
To me, you always a correct him as a Raga losing battle.
No. That is just radio. I know what is. I know exactly what is going on here.
But me don't know what happened to Jamaicans and him or her. Like you call her him. Me don't understand that.
A lot. Say it's a syntax that actually comes from the language of the Akan peoples in West Africa, where it is the language is gender neutral and it is just translated in English like that. That's really what is going on there, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's there are different languages, Fanti, Tree, all kind of language, but there's a family of languages that come under there. Several ethnicities under the Akan thing. The one that is most common in Jamaica is Tree. It's pronounced Tree, but it's spelled T-W-I. And the grammatical structure there is like that, you know, where the language refers to a oneness where there's a way to speak where, you know, the linguist can explain this better than I am, but it's not by accident, you know. But it's sexist though, if you notice. It's not like them call man her.
Yeah.
They're calling woman him, you know.
All right, big up yourself.
Man. All right, man. Respect, man. Cool,
man.
Yo, people, man, I like half a phone thing right there now, so. All right. I'm hungry. I'm hungry, man. So, you don't know, I Lego men's and things. So, hear the plan. Next week, Thursday, again, seeing we juggle right there. So, I like the energy today and thing. And, yo, let me read this thing out one last time for those of you who probably come in late and never hear what we did really deal with. And, you know, we had some interesting calls on it. This was something I got off Twitter, right? This woman posted this thing, which, again, it's multi-layered in its complexity. And it is very, very relevant, you know, in terms of where stuff that many of us have dealt with or many of us are dealing with right now. And even if you don't deal with something explicitly, you know, specific to the point by point in this thing, some of you have dealt with a part of it or a different version of it. Okay? And this is what she posted. I was dating a guy. When I got pregnant, his parents forced him to deny the pregnancy. Then they sent him to the United States, leaving me with the pregnancy. 2 months later, I met a guy who decided to be with me, even though I was pregnant with someone else. He supported me right through birth. After giving birth, he enrolled me in a training center and paid for it all. It's been 5 years since we have been together. My whole family knows him. He plans to gift me in 3 months. But the problem is my baby daddy is back. He has apologized to me and is ready to take me back with his child. I confess I'm still in love with him, and he might take me to the United States with him. This is an opportunity for me. I want to go back with him, but I am afraid to hurt the other man. How do you make him understand that he doesn't feel betrayed and hurt? It's true that he made a lot of sacrifices for me, but I must not be a hypocrite towards him, because in my heart, he is not my kind. Give your humble advice. So again, that was what we dealt with today. Just one of those little tricky things, all right? Take care of yourself, people, and thing, all right? Y'all be good now. Tomorrow night, Ragashanti live on the Bridge 99 FM, IrieJam Radio, at 8 o'clock in Jamaica and 9 o'clock in the United States. And no, Mr. Never gonna call in and take piece of the thing. All right, big up on yourself, people. Stay safe, and you don't know protection and blessings. See? Road, Mr. Well, no road. Yeah. May I look some food, you know. All right? Protection. Take care of yourself.